cake is divine. It is so fluffy and delicious.
Chocolate cake, I love. Be careful that licorice. It is so strong.
The reason this cake is sort of sinking, this carrot cake is so soft it holds me on top. It may look busted.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great fucking day. I know, a surprise stream. Isn't that something? Today we got the Broncos and the Jaguars from Denver, Colorado. Empire Field at Mile High from Denver, Colorado. Yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming today, but then Dom was like, I'm not going to watch the 4 p.m. game with you. So I was like, well, then fuck you, I'll stream it.
You get hit by psoriasis.
Dom, Matt, and Landon are actually still out there right now watching the end of the Bills-Browns game. Browns have the ball. A minute 49 seconds left. They're down by 3. But they're all the way back in their end zone pretty much.
If you've been hit by,
but yeah, today we got the Broncos and Jaguars from Denver, Colorado.
talk to your doctor.
It's going to be a good game. I'm excited for this game. 2 playoff teams, probably. I think the Jags would still be in a playoff position if they lose this game. Yeah, let's get the inactives. The Jaguars inactives, defensive tackle Mason Smith. Their running back Bashal Tootin. So he's actually been, I remember the first game that I did with the Jags this year, he was good. Rookie defensive end Danny Strigo. Tight end Hunter Long and offensive lineman Chuma Edoga are all out. Along with, the IR guys. Obviously, Travis Hunter's out. And then, just everybody else on the IR. For the Broncos, third string quarterback Sam Ellinger is out. Cody Schrader is out. Running back Cody Schrader. Cornerback Reese Taylor is out. Justin Strand, inside linebacker, is out. Tackle Jerron Christian, defensive lineman Jordan Jackson, and defensive end Savion Jones are all inactive.
From your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey, dude, you won't believe where I am.
In my mind, it hasn't been right. I can't.
Oh, the Bills got the ball back. So that's pretty much it for that game. Happy Sunday, hey everyone. What's up, Daniel Barry? How's it going?
Listen, we got a very hard decision here.
Yeah.
How do we choose between them?
Chloe had a hard time to make a choose today. She's really talented when it comes to flavor.
Absolutely.
And I give her so much credit for not just breaking down.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like an hour left and you were putting cakes in the oven. I'm not making my kid's birthday cake after this, honestly.
Stars finishing with that temper chocolate and the piping.
But yeah, this game's on Fox. Who's on the call for this game? I know it's not Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady.
Very effective.
I know it's not Joe Davis and
Davis
Greg Olson.
And it was something unexpected.
Your cake was beautiful. That chocolate one?
Yeah, it was perfect.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. And I want to try those flavors. I want to try all
Who's on the call?
Stephanie's cake.
I can find out right now.
Really beautiful. The peppermint for me was one of those
For
delicious.
Felt very nostalgic.
It was
Sunday
so
game.
symmetrical and so beautiful. As a home cook, I think sometimes
It is Kevin Holger and Daryl Johnston. I've never heard of any of those fellas.
Working with fondant, she was the only one who did
So,
that. But it was so thick.
I mean, I probably have watched a game with them on the call,
I love
but
the decorative part. She did the frosting with the snow, Father Christmas.
Yes.
For the kids, it's just, they'd go to that one.
Oh, 100%. I was going to make the damn Santa.
You got Santa on a pole? You did.
Deirdre's carrot cake for me was the
The
showstopper.
carrot cake was the bomb.
Honestly.
Carrot cake was
Yeah.
insane.
And it tasted incredible.
But it looked a hot mess.
We're going to pick a winner. It's our first ever Next Level Baker. And this is a tough one. Ask yourselves this. Which cake would you love to see at your table?
actually, I'm going to go grab my
It's a
charger.
clear top 2 for me.
Yeah.
But I'm really torn as to which one is my top choice.
I know who my top 2 are.
Actually, not.
Interesting. How do we choose?
I don't eat it.
No pressure.
Seriously. honesty.
The Bills win. I think they're on a delay, so they don't know that yet. They probably do. It's just kneel downs.
Thank you so much. Ladies, what a night, honestly, for the three of us. This has been incredible. You've done yourselves proud. Your
Fucking, what is this? Top Chef?
Our taste buds proud.
Kitchen Nightmares? No, it's not Kitchen Nightmares.
Congratulations.
Kitchen Nightmares is something else, but that is Gordon Ramsay.
We've had
Next Level
a
Baker.
tough discussion.
What the
But
hell?
we do have our winner.
Yeah,
One
they'll
of
be
you
starting the coverage at
is about to
4.
become the first person
There's no
ever
pregame.
to be
That's
crowned
kinda weird.
Our next level baker.
I mean, as a baker, that's like getting your doctorate. That is the title you will have forever. It is everything.
Scooping up that check for $25,000 and a incredible Hexlad prize package.
I need a Hexclad crown. You think they will have a trophy or a crown or something for the queen?
For one of you, this is going to be the best holiday ever.
Today is the winter solstice. I just realized that. It's actually the shortest day of the year.
Wild.
The winner of Next Level Baker
Hello.
is...
I saw the Bills won. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for having me. Yeah. Thanks for the McDonald's landing. I cash apped you.
Congratulations goes to
Yeah.
Stephanie. Well done. Well done. Amazing. Well done.
You deserve it. Honestly, that's so good.
Stephanie, well done.
Jester.
How does that feel?
Feels amazing. I'm so grateful to be here.
Jester.
And I have such a wonderful family that's supported me through all of this. And this has just been the best privilege of my life. Thank you so much. And I mean, these women are so incredible.
Shut the fuck
It's
up.
been such a gift. I've
That's
worked
mean.
Really, really, really
This
hard
show just sounds
for
dumb
so
and they're
many
cringy.
years. And coming here and winning this.
Women are
All
awesome.
that hard work and the sleepless nights and the tears, like, it's all been worth it.
Dude, this show's stupid. I want to watch football.
And I think it shows that even if you're not trained in something, you can do anything.
Yeah, I'm not streaming the
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. to
Ravens
celebrate
and
with my family. It's gonna be a
Patriots.
Christmas for the books.
I don't like to stream my favorite team for football. I mean, I've never done it, but I just want to watch the Patriots and be able to enjoy them.
Well done, guys.
Jester.
Grab my harness, the one in my bubble bit.
Jester, they're gone. I know.
There are way worse dads than me, okay?
Name one.
Stalin.
Oh my God, they're concerned that Gardner Minshew was torn his ACL.
As a busy mom to 4 kids, my to-do list is full.
So who's in now?
Eating right and
I don't even know who their third string is.
Well, we can't add more hours to the day. We do have a great resource to help.
Go Red for Women has easy tips, tools, and information
Ola
to help
Doken.
you and your family live a healthier life.
So to all the moms, aunts, grandmothers, and amazing women out there doing it all.
Visit goredforwomen.org/momlife today.
You take care of them, Go Red for Women will take care of you.
Jester, it's okay. They're gone. They're not coming back. I mean, they will eventually.
Happy
Happy holidays from all of us at Fox 68.
It's a holiday treat on Fox as Trevor Lawrence rolls into the Mile High City with the Jags. But Bo Nix and the Broncos hope to spoil the Jacksonville streak and claim Denver's 12th straight win. Fox NFL Pre-Kick is presented by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. In a place where they haven't lost this year, the Denver Broncos take the field to face the Jacksonville Jaguars in a potential AFC Championship preview. Hello again, everybody, and Merry Christmas from our Christmas sweater party to yours. Alongside my partner, Daryl Johnson, I'm Kevin Kugler. We'll check in with Allison Williams in just a moment. For the Broncos, their goals have been very clear all season, and they can take a big step towards achieving those goals here today.
Yeah, and if you didn't know them, Sean Payton emphasized them again this week. They are not worried about the playoffs. They're much bigger than that. If they win 2 of their next 3 games, they win the AFC West. They secure the #1 seed in the AFC.
Getting ready for the game here, though.
The Super Bowl goes through in Power Field at Mile High, where they have won 12 games.
It's a day game right now. Will turn into a night game.
Jaguars team. First year head coach Liam Cohen really seems to have found a rhythm with
When is
Jacksonville.
sunset there?
5 straight entering play today.
Yeah, Denver felt disrespected last week, but
Chester, they're gone. They're not coming back.
The NFL are the Jacksonville Jaguars, and first-year head coach Liam Cohen has done a fabulous job taking this team from 5-4 to 10-4. During that 5-game win streak, they've outscored their opponents by 99
In Denver.
points. This is both sides of the football. Defensively, #2 in takeaways, #1 stopping the run.
It's 62 degrees there. That's weird.
His professional career. Oh, this is going to be fun. Our players to watch are brought to you by Nationwide. Keep an eye
But,
on touchdown machines and running back today.
Their sunrise, or their sunset is at 4:39, so that's actually 6:39 for us, so actually still got time. And then last light is 5:09, so it'll be 7:09 for us. So actually have a while until it'll be completely dark. It actually probably will just be right at the end of the game that it gets completely dark.
In the AFC, that'll keep them home for Christmas and well into the new year.
I'm sorry about the billboards, Danny. I promise I'm not trying to take
We're ready to see Bo Nix take on Trevor Lawrence. These two teams have been really good this year. Broncos obviously are atop the AFC right now. They're 12-2. They have not lost at home this season, so they're trying to continue that little streak of success. I think what, they're on an 11-game winning streak, or is it a 10-game?
What do you say when a Jewish boy is kicked on the New York City sidewalk? What do you say when a Holocaust survivor is firebombed on the streets of Colorado? What do you say when
Yeah, they're on an 11-game win streak.
Americans were victims of hate last year? When there are no words,
Sorry, Chester.
there's still a symbol to show you care. Share the blue square and stand up to Jewish hate.
You are stealing my Jersey Mike's gig.
Hey, Danny, Jersey Mike's is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
You sneaky beer. First you steal my look, now you steal my job.
Danny, I just love these subs.
Think Jersey Mike's a game day thing.
A simple bug.
I got my Chester. Yeah, I do surprise streams sometimes.
Fox Sports welcomes you
This is one of them.
to the following presentation of the National Football League.
I didn't wake up today intending to do it.
If you watch real closely, you can see where the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes. Hanging out with Santa. Sunny skies, 61 degrees. Doesn't exactly feel like Christmas in Denver today, but we're trying to keep it festive as we welcome in the third member of our crew, Allison Williams.
Hey, I'll take it, Kev. Today's matchup features 2 of the hottest quarterbacks in the NFL and the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, and the Broncos, Bo Nix, both coming off arguably the best games of their careers last week. You can see
I love my dog.
the confidence these guys are playing with, and they both told us this week they are seeing things so much more clearly out there. Bo said when you can accumulate reps, you're able to see things clearly because you do it over and over. And now in week 16, year 2 with this Sean Payton offense, the experience and reps are there, so the trust and the aggressiveness.
Broncos win the toss and they elect to defer, so the Jaguars offense will start.
The entire offense and the staff. He said, I'm seeing it better because we're all having a better grasp of the offense and can operate so much more smoothly out there.
Well, Denver wins the toss. They've elected to defer, so we're going to see the Jaguars, who lead the AFC South first, with head coach Liam Cohen. Sean Payton's Broncos at 12-2. Chargers winning over Dallas earlier today on Fox. So the Broncos can't clinch the division today, but they're taking incremental steps. They know 2 wins.
All right, and off we go.
They know where they need to go. Here's LeQuint Allen from the 5, and we're underway in Denver. Allen, the return out near the 30-yard line, and he's shoved out of bounds there. A 25-yard return, and for Trevor Lawrence, well, last week, he did something nobody's ever done before.
No.
300 yards, one more pass.
That was LeQuint Allen with the return.
50 yards rushing with a rush touchdown in the same game. Pretty cool to get that kind of stat on your stat line. And you look at the last 3 games, Moose, 10 touchdowns, no turnovers.
And that's the biggest thing, no turnovers. And when their defense is playing as well as they are, that complementary style of football is tough to beat. I think the biggest thing that Allison talked about is seeing that field better. You know, the year 1 of Liam Cohen's offense, and he's one of these guys from the Sean McVay tree. They're special in developing quarterbacks. The detail that they get into, it's paying off. He's playing some fantastic football here down the stretch.
On first down,
all right, here we go.
29.
Lawrence
in some trouble.
almost gets brought down, but then just throws that incomplete.
He's going to have to deal with pressure all day long. Nobody better in the National Football League at pressuring the quarterback, and this Jags offense has been seeking that balance between the run and the pass, but they're going to have to also figure out a way to block those Denver rushers.
Yeah, this is a very good Denver defense, but one of the things that they've got to get figured out is at the beginning of the season, they were running the football well. Then they started throwing the football well. What they got to do now is get that collaborative effort, that complementary style of just the offense, where the run and pass are stressing the opponent's defense.
The camera shaking with the noise in Denver. Lawrence on second down. To the sideline is tight end Britton Strange. And Strange out to the 35, a pickup of 6. This Denver defense, the top situational defense in football. Here comes one of those situations now on third down.
Yeah, one of the most important areas of the game is the situational components. You may give up some yards. This Denver defense may
3rd and 4 here.
Between the 20s, but they're number 1 in third down, which we're going to see right here. They're number 1 when the opposition enters the red zone. Those are 2 of the most important elements of your defense.
3rd and 4.
On 3rd and 4.
Lawrence going to run himself. And he's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down. Bring out the punting unit.
And it's 4th down, a 3 and out. Pitch by the Denver defense.
Yeah, the Denver defense. Man, there's something.
Lawrence is one of these quarterbacks that does have elite escapability and talent when you're going off schedule. This is a great job by Riley Moss. Just trust him, get up. You saw him come to balance. He had to break down as he came up against Trevor Lawrence. That's outstanding by Riley Moss.
75th punt forced this year by Denver. Nobody in the league has forced more. And Logan Cook will boom this one away. Marvin Mims watching this punt sail.
And they punt that away.
A nice bounce out of bounds.
And it'll bounce out of bounds. They'll actually
pin the Broncos deep.
Yeah, bring them back towards their end zone. So that's actually good. A good break there for the Jags.
Who's maybe coming off his best game as a pro last week in the win over the Packers.
It was outstanding, and he's been getting into that groove. And, you know, since that game against the Raiders...
Yeah, all the way back at the 6.
The first meeting between...
Hello, Mr. Chester.
...against the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos, there's been kind of that come together with Bo Nix and Sean Payton as play caller. And it's a relationship that will develop over time, and sometimes there's hard conversations. You're going to challenge each other back and forth, but that is only going to make Bo Nix better, and it's amazing to see where he is year 2 in this offense.
Handoff to R.J. Harvey.
And R.J. Harvey gets about 5 yards there.
A little bit without J.K. Dobbins, that has been a bit of a struggle, but for this Denver offense, it starts up front, and this offensive
And the
line
run game is not too strong.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you're talking about 2 tackles. They're the top 2 when you talk about sacks given up. The center hasn't given up.
Yeah, Dobbins is out. I think last time I streamed a Broncos game, he was still healthy.
Establishing the run. Since they lost J.K. Dobbins, they've lost their explosive run. They can kind of grind it out with you, but they're not getting those chunk runs anymore.
On second down. And it's dropped by Harvey at the 15-yard line. It's the 30th drop of the season for Denver. These are the 2 teams with the most drops in the National Football League.
And everybody talks about completion percentage for quarterbacks, but you got to dig into it a little bit further. When you've got 2 guys that are playing really good football and you see that completion percentage inspected a little bit higher, it goes beyond that. It's the drops that we just saw there from RJ.
So 3rd and 6 here.
3rd and 6, and there was a little movement on the left side of the line from Garrett Bowles.
Jeez.
False start by the offense with the 2nd and 2. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Also not a surprise, we see a lot of flags with these 2 squads.
I'm sorry, bud.
The most for the Jaguars, 2nd most penalty yards, the 2nd most penalties for the most yards for the Broncos.
Well, the amazing thing is, I mean, Bill Parcells always talked about 100 penalty yards equals a touchdown. And these teams have had those types of games where they're giving up 7 points. And it shows you how strong they are in other areas.
Pressure up the middle.
And Nix, that's complete to Adam Troutman. That gets the first down. Or no, not the first down. 4th and 3.
Yeah, I think, you know, when you talk
I think he just punted away here. Not worth the risk. Usually I say go for it, but it's far back.
Just play field position. We've talked about how good Denver's defense is. Jacksonville's defense is very good. This is going to be like a heavyweight fight. You're talking about 12 and 2 versus 10 and 4.
Here comes out there punter Jeremy Crenshaw. Or Crawshaw.
For Parker Washington, the return man already with 2 punt return touchdowns this year. Is
Parker Washington with the return. Crawshaw punted away.
Catches it on a line at the 39, reversing his field, and pretty good coverage by Denver.
And Parker Washington brought down around the 41.
And down at the 41. Broncos are saying that they get the ball, but he's down at the 41. It'll be Jacksonville's 2nd offensive possession in Denver after a timeout. 10 and 4 Jags, 12 and 2 Broncos. What a pre-holiday treat on Fox.
Come on.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever. 4 iPhone 17 Pros, all on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know it, little
Sister,
girl.
go lay down.
I'm always watching. Always watching. Not
Go lay down.
always. Boundaries.
Go on.
For a limited time, get 4 iPhone 17 Pros on us.
Go lay down.
No trade-in needed. Plus 4 lines for $25 a line.
Go on.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
When you make your dip super creamy with almonds, your new boyfriend can know nothing about football.
Oh, he touched it down. Bro, so the team.
And still fit in just fine.
Have you tried the dip?
Oh, great fumble. That's a Hail Mary.
Christina Ladd posted at McDonald's thinking about how I never had a snack wrap, and I'm devastated. Imagine tasting a snack wrap for the very first time. In ranch or spicy?
You have any idea what we've been through today?
Boy. Some Morty Supreme. Not Morty normal. We believe in you.
Morty Supreme, rated R.
Walmart Express delivery for Chad Hoobuch.
Who knew Walmart delivers that fast?
I hope your situation gets all accepted.
The new year begins with the holiday bowl.
SMU, January 2nd on Fox. Today's game is sponsored by Verizon, the best 5G network. There's only one best.
Jaguars' second offensive possession, and as strange as it sounds, they are close to scoring range, taking over at their own 41-yard line. You see the field goal line. That's at midfield. Cam Little hit the record 68-yarder this year against Las Vegas, and he's got designs on more today as ETN trying to get up the sideline. Maybe gets a yard. Here's what we're talking about. This is pregame. Cam Little tried it from 75 yards.
That's crazy.
He's just short. He's like, ooh, almost. So he said, I'm moving in from 73. Watch this. This is pregame. 73 yards with plenty on that kick.
If he hits the 75-yarder the way he hit the 73-yarder, it's good.
He hit a 73-yarder in pregame.
The line for points in
Well, he hit the 70-yarder. That broke the record, but it was a preseason game, so it doesn't like really count as the record.
Blitz up the middle. The swing to ETN, and
ETN only gets 1 yard there. That was a pass to ETN.
Drops ETN after a minimal gain.
Yeah, Alex Singleton, there's 49 right there. Good timing right there, and it's one of the areas that you'll see Jacksonville's offensive line struggle with a little bit. That linebacker coming off that second level, timing it up. You kind of get locked into protection. You're further along in your cadence. Your eyes lock in your assignment. You got to keep them open. Denver's going to drop guys down in. You'll see Talanoa Hufanga coming down into that box area, and those are very good blitzers off the ball.
3rd and 8. 6 defensive backs for the Broncos. Pocket collapsing. Lawrence in trouble down.
And Lawrence gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got there. Good coverage downfield, and Lawrence is dropped to the punt team coming off.
Well, we just talked about
John Franklin Myers. Chester, just go.
Coming off the line, right? So that's a great job.
Like,
it's hat on hat, but hey, credit that Broncos secondary
this is
because
dumb.
when you blitz, you're playing man, and Trevor Lawrence could
Go
not
down.
find the open receiver.
2 sacks already. 60 now on the year for the Denver defense. The record, by the way, is 72 from the 1984 Bears. They're close to that pace. Mims directing traffic. That punt will bounce to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that punt back to the 15.
At the 13.
Deja vu here.
Second look at Bo Nix and this Denver offense in a scoreless game.
It's been punt, punt, punt.
Emmitt Smith is a legendary football and dancing star, but he also has Geico like a regular person. So we had one translate. All routine was getting stable.
His last insurance company wasn't doing it for him.
So, this box had a trot.
He switched to Geico.
Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 900
dollars. He saved over $900 by switching.
You're not Emmitt Smith, but we'll treat you like him. It feels good to get the star treatment. It feels good to Geico.
Thank you, Santa.
Santa.
Seedy, breaking those DB's ankles is not very nice. But those routes sure are. Woo! Santa approves that sideline swagger.
Engines running, are you listening? Fun to drive, fuel efficient, such beautiful stuff.
We're happy for miles, driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
That's right. Move like this now. You gotta move.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Get a large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on a cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word?
It's crunch-tastic.
You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Fear Factor House of Fear premieres January 14th on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico. And by Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Over the last quarter century, the AFC has been dominated by a select few quarterbacks. And you look at these quarterbacks now, there's some new faces out there that are vying for that playoff picture. The Chargers keeping themselves right in the mix, not only for the playoffs, but for the division with their win over Dallas earlier today. Patriots, Jags, Steelers.
Chargers beat the Cowboys.
Behind the Jaguars in their division. Interesting finish over these next couple of weeks in the AFC.
Yeah, how strange is it going to be going into the playoffs on the AFC side without the Kansas City Chiefs there? It's going to be very strange, but just a heck of a run by that organization.
And the handoff to Jaleel McLaughlin.
And McLaughlin gets free. That's a first down. Jaleel McLaughlin.
As McLaughlin got caught.
Really nice patience right here as you're pressing that side, and then you get up. You get your running lane kind of right over that center area right there. Eric Murray coming across to make that tackle. We talked about the jump runs that we're missing. There's one early on.
And now Nix will check it short.
And Nix, that's incomplete.
Fumble. And now are they going to roll it incomplete? They are. Incomplete pass jarred out by Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, this team is outstanding in
Nate
taking
Atkins
the football
incomplete.
away. And one of the big things is punching the ball out when they come in. That's not intent. That's just a good form tackle. This jars that ball loose by Jordan Lewis. But this is not something that is just talked about. It is drilled at practice. In every drill, individual drill, team drills, defensive drills. It's watched on film. They study how to punch from MMA fighters and boxers to make sure they can make contact on the football.
There's McLaughlin again and an ankle tackle from Eric Armstead after a 9-yard gain. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, kind of interesting right here. You kind of like an influence block. Watch Garrett Bowles, number 72. He's kind of sliding, and he kind of tricks the defender, Austin Johnson, into sliding with him and takes him out of
3rd and 1.
They hurry up to the line and try to sneak it.
That's the
Nix, I am not sure he
first.
got there.
No, it didn't get there.
And by the initial spot, he is short. By about a half yard.
I say go for it.
The full 39-yard line, and it looks like it's 4th down, and it is. And the offense is going to stay on the field. They're going to bring on an extra lineman, Frank Crum. 6 offensive linemen here.
Yeah, kind of out of sync, right? He's going to slide to his right. Quinn Miners is coming across. Just a really nice job by Eric Armstead right there with the little swim move. He's free right to Bo Nix on that sneak.
Bit of an early gamble inside your own 40.
What's up, Jaden? It is football.
The handoff, Harvey.
And RJ Harvey, does he get there? No.
Just barely.
Wait, did he get it?
To stand him up now, the inside spot is right.
I don't think he did. No, they did.
First down.
It is a first down.
Not by much.
Just barely a first down.
I tell you what.
What's up, Jaden? How you doing today?
You can see all those bodies. They're inside, so we're going to come off tackle. Everybody's got a hat on a hat right now. Foye Aluakin does a really good job defeating his block. He's the first guy to make contact. Watch 23 slide off that block and be the first defender.
And we've got a challenge flag thrown by the Jaguars sideline. Liam Cohen wants them to look at the spot.
They're going to look at
He's
this.
not sure he got there.
Liam Cohen's challenging this.
Sean Hockley, our referee.
Challenging the ruling on the field of a first down.
Jags have been good on challenges this year. 3 for 4 for Liam Cohen in challenges. We'll see what they decide when we return.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection.
How are you doing today, Jaden? You're ignoring me.
Forgetting that guard.
Where do we even get this guy?
Kevin Barnes, the Franklin Elementary.
Okay, stop!
The guy's actually the city ordinance.
Come on, get ready. I need you to block 5 up.
You think I have a shot to make the team?
No.
Respect the best. Respect the best.
Doing good, Sam. How are you? I'm doing good. Just enjoying the football game.
Michelob Ultra Zero.
Watched football with Dom and the boys earlier. Now streaming because Dom didn't want to watch this game. So I was like, I'll stream it then.
Oh no, your girlfriend's dad doesn't like his gift. Maybe there's time to get a deal on something else. Wait. Hey, you might just make it to New Year's after all.
New Saquon Sour Old Spice. Smell like you can hurt her over a man. Or a bigger man. Or a really, really big man. Or a truck driven by a really big man. Or that really big man with a normal man on his shoulders.
Right now at Papa John's, create your own pizza for only $9.99. Any toppings on original.
I had my old boss. She dropped me off cookies.
A pizza with no artificial flavors, colors, or additives.
That was fun.
More, but Papa John's knows you deserve better. Order
Free
now.
cookies.
How about telling us why you want to leave a big city to come be our small town doctor?
Does blood freak you out? But you're a doctor.
Came here hoping I could still practice medicine. Other than that, I'll be keeping my own company.
I'm glad you were here. This place won't let you hide. That's a good thing.
Release me, please.
Best Medicine. Series premiere Tuesday, January 6th on Fox. The groundbreaking survival competition is back.
She laced them? You think so?
Extracted. Premieres January 26th on Fox.
Early on the field, stands as called. It is a first down. Jacksonville has charged a timeout and has used one challenge.
Call stands.
Pays off.
So it is a first down.
By just enough. It is so hard to win that challenge on the spot of the ball. It's so hard to find that definitive angle because it's such a mass of players inside. So from the 39, play action for Nix.
And Nix
He'll step up to the side.
is going to throw that. That's complete to Sutton. Yeah, that is a first down.
And a first down in Jacksonville territory. Let's go back to that fourth down play, though, Moose.
Yeah, and that's the key thing is Mike McGlinchey and Foye Alukin is where it happened, and that's 23 right there. He's the one that makes the first stop. Not can you find the 39-yard line? Can you find the spot of the ball? It's just hard to get to that spot where you feel comfortable being able to overturn that.
And Nix, once again, to Sutton, and that's the first down.
And he just turned, makes the catch, first down at the Jacksonville.
Cortland Sutton, man.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups that they've got to get under wraps quickly. Cortland Sutton and Bo Nix really starting to develop some nice chemistry. Just a big breakout game from him last week against the Packers. 7 catches, 113 yards. His first 100-yard game since going all the way back to week 3.
10th of his career last week, and Greg Newsome at the end of that play stays down on the field.
Greg Newsome, the CB for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is down.
Being tended to, we'll step aside.
So an injury here.
I learn a lot from every film role, but some things stay with me more than others. Like the impact from Alzheimer's disease. It's important to think about brain health now, because there's so much we want to do. Acting early to protect brain health may help reduce the risk of dementia from conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Ask your doctor about your risk factors and for a cognitive assessment. Learn more at brainhealthmatters.com.
The big, shiny, really big watch. Classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having next-level control of shipments across your supply chain.
Mark, do you mind?
FedEx, the new power move.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So, he invented the potato. Don't need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
So what's it like being important when?
I find that people here demanding,
I'm a new doctor. It's not doctorate.
too chatty, irrational.
You like it here?
That's not what I said.
Best Medicine. Series premiere January 6th on Fox. We're going to start off with the bang.
Can you guess the star power behind these masks? The Masked Singer returns January 7th on Fox. This Broncos team is so hot right now. They've won 11 games in a row. When you include the postseason, it's tied for the second longest winning streak in franchise history. Surpassed in franchise history only by the 18 games they won consecutively over the 97 and 98 seasons. Going for win number 12 in a row. 13 teams have won 12 straight in a season. I'll take those odds if I'm a team. 9 of those 13 advanced to the Super Bowl and 5 won the championship. Pretty good company to be in. If you get to that 12th win, you feel like maybe you just punch your tickets to the Bay Area right now.
These helmets are sick.
This is sort of how Denver is right now. Not just the Broncos, but the entire city of Denver. How about mile-high momentum since
Newsom's still down.
Broncos haven't lost in that time. The Avs barely have lost, 19-1-3. The Nuggets are 17-6, the fourth best record in the NBA.
That's impressive by the Avalanche. Holy smokes.
You want a hot sports city, it's Denver right now.
Okay, here we go.
First down and 10, the turn and the handoff to Harvey.
And RJ Harvey, he only gets about 2.
Also free of the ankle tackle. Just a 1-yard pickup.
1-yard pickup.
There.
It's one of those questions that we talked to Sean Payton about, and you want to get your run game going. You've got one explosive run already, on the docket today, which is an improvement. But you're going against the best run defense in the NFL. Now they haven't been playing all that great here as of late. They gave up 130 yards last week, but this is a really, really tough group to run the football into.
All right.
Second and 9.
And Nix.
Looking down the side.
There's that out. And that's just going to go incomplete.
It's incomplete.
That was intended for Sutton, but went fucking... went all the way to Timbuktu.
Third and 9. Remember, Denver's
Third and
in
9.
this position because of a bit of a gamble for Sean Payton going for it, 4th and 1 inside his own 40-yard line. And that's not something he relied on the analytics chart to decide on.
No, he's not a big fan.
The Broncos are in field goal range here.
Right now. He's more about people and performance and what happens during the course of the game. I think there was a couple of risky ones last week as well. In that fourth quarter against Green Bay late with 5:04 to go, a 4th and 3, a 4th and 1, just over a minute to go in the game.
And Nix, that's complete to Mims.
Lewis and Oluwakin
Mims
combine on the stop, a 3-yard
brings up about 3 yards, 4th and 6.
So we talked about this kind of feeling out process with like a heavyweight title bout here, and this is great to get some points on the board first. So getting into an area, using that 4th down gamble on your side of the field, and being able to convert that and extend that into a scoring opportunity.
All right, so they're going to kick the field goal here.
For this Broncos team.
From 44 yards for Will Lutz.
Will Lutz, 44-yard attempt.
Down.
And that kick is, it hits the cross, and that's no good. The kick is no good. Off the upright. And this game stays scoreless. Wow.
So you're going to be right down that goalpost. So this
it's the second one I've seen today, that off the upright.
Unfortunately, dead straight into the upright.
And Lutz can't believe it. Just his 4th miss of the year. And the Jaguars offense goes to work from the 34.
They need to get something going here. I know this Broncos defense is tough.
All right, 1st and 10 here for the Jags.
How they're trying to play you here this afternoon.
To the ground they go, and
ETN gets 1 yard.
I mean, you go back and you look at Jacksonville. One of the impressive things already here today is with the Denver Broncos having those 2 sacks. Now, you go back earlier this season. This is a team that has had 5 games without a sack. 2 weeks in a row, 3 of their last 5. But earlier in the year, against Seattle, against the Rams, elite defenses, they got roughed up. They had 14 sacks between those 2 teams. So this is a defense that considers themselves to be the elite of the elite. So that's going to be one of the big battles today. And they've got the upper hand on that Jacksonville line.
Lawrence, incomplete out there, intended for Jacoby Myers. 3rd and 9.
It really is a challenge. So when they were on the sideline, he went over to his center, Robert Hainsey, a couple times, making sure they're on the same page, especially in regards to where Denver's nickel is out there on the field and how they need to read and react off of it. He wants to make sure they are locked in on every single detail because, guys, it is so loud out here, especially once they break the huddle. Communication really a challenge.
3rd and 9.
Lawrence.
With time. Lawrence looking for help.
Running around himself. Hey, he's going to throw that one out there. That's caught. Wow. Parker Washington with the catch for the 1st down.
21 yards on the pitch and catch.
Damn.
This is where I think
that was a
Trevor
great
Lawrence
play.
is growing. As this breaks down and he feels pressure, watch when he goes to move to the right here. He's just going to move a little bit, reset. Then he's going to come back left and then come out the back door. That way, make a throw across his body into the middle of the field. That shows you the confidence that he has and he is playing with right now. But I really like, instead of going all the way out to the right early, just that little bit of a slide and reset before you broke out to the left.
40th catch of the year.
First and 10 here from the Denver 44.
Lawrence.
They're in field goal range, especially with Cam Little. And that's incomplete.
Jacoby Myers, well covered by Riley Moss, who gets targeted so often. When you've got Pat Surtain on the other side, Riley Moss came in and been targeted 93 times this year.
Yeah, targeted 93 times, but he's played 569 cover snaps coming into this game. And Patrick Surtain has only had 54. Everybody moves away from number 2 and goes after 21. He's had a lot of defensive pass interference penalties, the most of anybody. He's had 10 called, he's had 8 accepted, but I tell you what, I love this kid. He just comes back week after week, and he plays his tail off out there the way that Vance Joseph teaches it.
Here's ETN.
And ETN, man, gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now remember, we talked about Cam Little earlier. The Jaguars are very much in Cam Little range right now. If you're willing to try a field goal around midfield.
If you feel comfortable in how your defense has started this game, that will be the big thing for Liam Cohen when he makes that decision. It's not whether Cam Little can make it. We've seen him do it. This is well within his range. It's how do I feel my defense has been playing against this offense to start the game.
If they didn't get another,
What's up, Biscuit? How's it going?
That's a chip shot.
3rd down and 10.
Merry Christmas, hell yeah. I'm just enjoying some football today. Oh, and Lawrence gets brought down! And a flag is down. The Broncos defense has it, but the flag is down.
With the stoppage in play and another
Zach Allen.
As he blasts into Lawrence.
Officials talking here. The refs.
I have no idea how anyone hears anything in this stadium right now.
Lawrence is arguing.
Shift to start. They tried to blow it dead. You had a couple of guys moving, and I think it is the noise. But we talked to Trevor Lawrence about this during the week. You know, hey, what will you guys do about the noise? They were walking in saying, we're going to handle it. We're going to manage it. We're not, you know, we're going to have to adjust our cadence, silent counts, and things like that. But from a play call standpoint, everything will be available to me as quarterback.
Both teams on the play. False start by the offense under 80. The team stopped, and there was a personal foul, unnecessary roughness by the defense number 6. By rule, just the 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. It's 1st down.
So is it.
In a 5-15 situation, 5-yard penalty, 15-yard penalty, the 15 takes the precedent.
Still Jags ball.
So a huge break for the Jaguars. A bigger break that Trevor Lawrence didn't get hurt on that. And again, I don't think P.J. Locke did anything malicious. No. He was playing football. You cannot hear in this building.
We just heard Allison talk about how loud it is down there. You've been mentioning how loud it is down there. So if Jacksonville is having a tough time hearing, that means P.J. Locke is too. And yeah,
so 1st and 10.
On the broadcast, but down there it's a different scenario.
And a handoff to ETN.
And ETN gets about 4 yards.
5-yard line with a 4-yard gain. Dean Blandino is with us in studio. That's awfully tough for P.J.
2nd and
Locke
6.
because we can't hear up here. I can't imagine what it sounds like on the field, Dean.
It's really, really hard to hear the whistle down on the field like that. Locke comes in. He actually does a great job. He doesn't go high. He doesn't go low. Kind of hits right in that strike zone. Obviously, the officials felt that he should have recognized that the play was being blown dead. Really, really tough in that situation.
I agree. Again, nothing malicious from P.J. Locke in that scenario, taking over at that safety spot today. 2nd and 6, off the play fake.
Man, a fake to ETN. Lawrence running himself, and Lawrence gets the 1st down.
Across the 20 to the 18. Oh, DJ Jones had him dead to right, Sterling. He just couldn't wrap him up.
I tell you what, this coverage by the Broncos is impressive. I mean, you've got Trevor Lawrence out on the edge. Here comes DJ Jones. Had him in his sights, but just a nice little move by Trevor.
So in the red zone here.
First down. Look at this coverage. I mean, where are you going to go, right? That's why he's been holding the ball during the course of this first quarter. It has been tight, sticky, outstanding coverage on the back end by Vance Joseph and his guys.
Lawrence, flag is down.
Spins away from pressure.
Lawrence throws that, incomplete. Flag is down.
Slipping down as he tried to play, but we've got a flag at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, we hear that phrase, plaster. Hey, we got a plaster cover. Well, that's good to say, but now you got to go do it. And I'm telling you right now, this Broncos team,
offense, numbers 83, did not get fully set before the snap. The other number was 85. The penalties declined. It's second down.
Yeah,
second down.
This defense, the coverage is amazing. Not just when we saw Trevor rolling out and during the course of the play, but as he goes off schedule and extends and goes to that second option, Vance Joseph and his DBs are locked into these guys. I mean, there is absolutely nowhere for Trevor Lawrence to throw the ball.
Going to work against the best red zone defense in the National Football League. Second down and 10.
It's loud in there.
Four-man rush.
Lawrence, that's complete.
Strange is there, and Brenton Strange driven down at the Bronco 11, 3 yards short of
Brenton
first down.
Strange.
Alex Singleton on the stop, and it'll bring up a big
third down.
Mentioned the top red zone, top third down. This is where they combined. Last time the lead both, by the way, the 2008 Steelers who won the Super Bowl that year. But this Vance Joseph-led defense,
3rd and 3.
in these moments, they're the premier defense in the league.
Yeah, how many times do we hear everybody talk about that 4-point play, preventing touchdowns and forcing field goals? Nobody better than this Broncos defense.
It's a 4-point play right here. 3rd and 3. Lawrence floating.
And Lawrence, that's complete. Touchdown to Parker Washington.
He had Jaquan McMillan draped all over him and somehow secures it for 6.
Wow. Parker Washington brings it in right before the end of the first quarter for the touchdown.
They've built. Watch this. Watch the trust he has in Parker Washington. You tell me if that is not tight coverage in a ball
being covered by McMillan.
The only place that it's going to be completed. That is excellent coverage by Jaquan.
Great catch.
The only thing he could have done is gotten his head turned around.
Comes the extra point.
But he has him blanketed in the end zone.
Cam Little.
And a 7-0 lead for
Kick is good. Makes it a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. 7 seconds left in the first quarter.
He's just been really distant lately. Maybe he's scared of commitment or getting hurt.
Sean Payton is arguing with the refs.
Yeah, totally. Okay, Bridgewater, you're in.
Teddy Bridgewater, back up, listen.
If only there were backups in real life.
Go.
So we've been
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
different person.
You think he's scared of commitment?
Exactly.
You're not a mechanic. It's not your job to fix him.
So Trevor Lawrence dealing with the noise, dealing with one of the best defenses in the National Football League. Goes on a 10-play, 66-yard drive, taking 5:04 off the clock. And you're just watching this season Parker Washington really develop into just a fun player with punt return touchdowns, the ability to catch that contested ball in the end zone. They're developing some talent now at this wide receiver spot, adding Jacoby Myers to the mix.
There's a type of player that this organization is looking for, and Parker Washington fits that. He's a football player. He's undersized, but he's tough as nails. He's explosive. He competes all the time. And again, we touched on this, how good they are situationally. Right now, they're 2 for 4.
Logan Cook to punt it away.
They're 1 for 1
into the end zone.
Boost of confidence for that offense.
I'll start at the 35, right?
There's 3 guys you can't miss on Monday morning. You got to know what Dave's going to say on Wake Up Barstool. The whole sports world is always looking to hear Colin's takes, and Nick's going to surprise you on First Things First. The 3 voices that set the conversation only on FS1. So a first down and 10 after the touchback to the 35-yard line. Bo Nix and company Going to work as the Jags offense recaps their 10-play touchdown drive. See what Bo Nix and company can put together here. Mims the motion man. Fake the give
and Nix.
will throw.
And that's complete. That's Evan Ingram with the first down and a lot more. That'll end the first quarter. Here from Denver. That was a great play. Big play there. Evan Ingram, 44-yard play.
Jags up 7-0, but the Broncos on the move.
It's 7-0 here in Denver, Colorado.
Just what you want to be, and I love you.
No, it was 33 yards.
Bleu de Chanel exclusive, the new fragrance. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Tis the season when Egon pays the tax on your jewelry purchases. Shop now through the end of December for gifts of diamonds, precious gems, gold, and platinum, including engagement rings. Absolutely nothing will be held back, so you will save on all the sparkle and shine in the showroom. Egon Erlenspiel Jewelers, 5914 Bridge Street in East Syracuse. See egons.com for holiday hours and save.
1 million ideas from Egon Erlenspiel.
William Mattar has a reputation for being a good guy.
Because I am a good guy.
For being focused on motor vehicle accident cases.
Because I focus on motor vehicle accidents.
For fighting for his clients.
Because I fight for my clients.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire. It matters in the experience as well as the results. Call William Mattar. Visit WilliamMattar.com.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Endless looks in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red? Making customers happy. That's my favorite tradition.
Like my sweater.
Right now, competitive owners can lease a Ford Bronco for $229 a month for 24 months. Only at your local Ford stores.
Thrillers on Tubi will be free forever.
I have to stalk them forever?
Forever.
But they're so boring.
Coincidentally, all I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. Reindeer finishing up their preparations for later in the week.
I think they're doing some cow reloading right there.
Yeah,
Big night.
I mean, there's a lot of work they have to do.
That's 24 hours straight.
From the 32-yard line, Bo Nix and the Broncos trying to answer that Jaguar touchdown with one of their own. We start the second quarter, and Nix on the keep with a blocker in front. Nix, a little
and Bo Nix gets the first down.
20-yard line. He picks up 12 and a first down. So a good run by Nix.
First down here.
Play to Ingram down the court. Yeah, it was the big chunk that kind of got everything going. It's a really nice route. You're going to have this come across the backside. You clear out that space and you slide Evan Ingram into it. It's a little bit of zone coverage underneath, some match zone on the back end of that. And they find that soft spot on the opposite end of the field to get that chunk pass play.
First down and 10, just shy of the 20-yard line, and movement on the left side of the line again.
Ball start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Second today for Garrett Bowles. 3 penalties in total against Denver and their second false start.
I mean, and that is like the worst spot on the field, like right as you're going into the red zone. You know, to take that 5-yard penalty. It's one of the biggest things that throws an offense out of sync as you enter the red zone. Are negative plays, penalties,
The first and
anything that puts you
15.
behind the 8 ball.
And the handoff there to Marvin Mims.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Time for a game break. We say hello to Chris.
Does get a few yards there. Was that rushing?
Taking on the Texans, we're fighting for a playoff spot.
For Mims.
Texans defense strikes again. Derek Stingley Jr. picks off Geno Smith, takes it back 31 yards for the pick six. Texans lead 7-0. Yep.
Collective booing in Jacksonville with the Texans continuing their surge. If they lose and the Jaguars win, they clinch the playoff spot today. They'd have to wait to see if they win today.
2nd and 12.
What happens with the Colts in San Francisco playing tomorrow night? And we've got movement again.
Come on.
But a timeout first. Timeout taken.
Movement, timeout, Jacksonville.
Oh, Jacksonville took their second timeout.
30-second timeout.
So before the movement, as Sean Hockley succinctly put it, the timeout. Now, you look at Bo Nix and you can't help but think, is it a Rocky Mountain repeat? John Elway struggled as a rookie. Broncos did make it to the playoffs. They lost as a wild card. Same story for Bo Nix last year. But then, second season, Broncos take off 13-3, including a 10-game winning streak and a 7-2 record in close games. How about this year? Bo Nix, 11 straight wins, 10-2 in one-score games. Anytime as a quarterback you can be compared in Denver to John Elway, not a bad comparison.
That's a very good thing.
Second and 12. Nix will step up, buys a little time, finds Cortland Sutton on the sideline and tossed out at the 15 by Devin Lloyd. And now a third down for Denver, and the guy that Sean Payton saw the ball go to on that second down play is usually the guy he looks for on third down. Cortland
3rd and
Sutton,
5.
we were talking with Sean Payton before the game, and we asked him about his third down receivers over the years. Marcus Colston, Vele a couple years ago in Denver, and he said, I value size at that position, period.
Size, wingspan, you know, it extends what that catch radius is for that player.
Sutton tops in the National Football League in receiving yards on 3rd and 4th down. On 3rd and 5. Nix looking that direction.
And Bo Nix. That's complete to Cortland Sutton for a touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver. And he jumped into the stands to celebrate with the fans.
When you get into a rhythm and your quarterback
Jumped onto the wall, more like.
feeling it, it's just hard to defend. There he is coming out of that slot area in the middle. Jordan Lewis playing inside leverage. He's got no outside help, and you run in a fade to that back pylon. That's like stealing. And Bo Nix does a really, really good job there of just kind of in his back pedal, fading away a little bit to give himself a little bit more time as that blitz was getting home.
7th touchdown.
Kick the extra point. Will Lutz
And the extra point
is good. The game is tied.
At 7. The Jaguars strike. The Broncos answer. Two teams with eyes on the postseason. Playing like a couple of postseason teams early on here in Denver.
Somewhere on a stretch of road in a town you never heard of, there's a Chevy truck. And the person who drives it, well, that's a Chevy person. You probably know one. Your buddy. Your sister. The ones who always show up.
Really, Mom? Yep, let's go.
They don't need permission to get going. They're the first to rise, the last to leave. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Is your cat too cool for the holidays? Gift him Temptations Creamy Puree.
What you got to say?
New Balance, we got now.
Caught the early flight. See you there.
Finally beating your siblings to the good room on family vacation. That's what the world's biggest airline can do for you, baby bro.
I'm 26.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
January 2nd on Fox.
The new year begins with the Holiday Bowl.
Arizona
Out of a cannon.
takes on SMU in a perennial classic. January 2nd on Fox.
How do you win 11 straight? You figure out ways to respond. That's what Denver does. Again, 5-play, 65-yard drive. Portland Sutton with the touchdown catch on a beautifully thrown ball from Bo Nix, who was 3 for 3 for 55 yards on the drive. We've got a 7-7 ball game, Daryl Johnston. Two teams that have a combined 22 wins on the year playing like it so far.
Yeah, this is exactly what we hope for, and hopefully it continues to be a clean game. You know, there's going to be earned opportunities for these guys to take footballs away. One of the troubling things, though, we talked about them both being penalized teams, but it seems like Denver is being impacted the most here.
This holiday season, Fox Sports and Purple Heart Homes are teaming up to provide housing solutions for our nation's aging and disabled veterans through the Hearts for the Holidays campaign.
This drive will start at the 28.
Hearts one home at a time. Scan the QR code or visit go.fox/Purple Heart Homes. From the 28, Jaguars back to work on first down and 10. 10-play drive.
First and 10 here.
Last time with the football, their worst starting field position of the afternoon.
10 seconds on the play clock. Here they go. Lawrence to ETN, and he's down behind the line of scrimmage.
Down at the
He just fell.
23-yard line, a loss of 5 on the play.
Just such a tough thing to do when you come out and on your first down play, you're doing something to get the football into the hands of one of your more dynamic guys on a simple play. It's kind of on that back hip. He's got to pivot a little bit and just loses his balance out in the flat.
Quiet day so far for ETN. That counts as a rush, so it's 5 carries, 0 yards. Second and long.
And Lawrence, that's incomplete. That was to Parker Washington. 3rd and 15.
Yeah, he was fired up after they gave up that touchdown the last time out there, but honestly really happy with the way his guys played in the back end of that defense. He said, our protection has been perfect. Our coverage has been perfect. We got to go out there and do the same thing next time. And he said, this is elementary stuff, guys. We got this, but he was fired up.
To the communication point Allison made earlier, it's going to be tough to communicate here. 3rd and 15 amidst the din for Trevor Lawrence. Pressure up the middle.
And Lawrence gets brought down. Malcolm Roach sacks Trevor Lawrence behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be 4th down. And a lot.
He just beats Patrick McCary really quick right there. It's going to be Malcolm Roach, 97. You see just a big swat to the inside. He's straight to Trevor Lawrence. I tell you what, this defense with the pressure that they're bringing today, and this is one of those things we touched on, that elite defense that Jacksonville has played during the course of the season, they have struggled a little bit.
Oh.
Patrick McCary, after that play, you pointed it
Patrick
out.
McCary, the
down.
Jaguars.
So while they tend to
down.
the starting right guard, we're going to take a quick break from Denver.
On the 12th day of winter, the Jeep brand gave to me 12 switchbacks winding, 11 rubber duckies, 10-inch touchscreen, 9 pine tree sparkling, 8 decades going, 7 spots of shiny, skipping a few, 3 rows of seating, 2 finger waves, and only one.
Jeep, there's only one. Right now during the Jeep Wrap-Up the Year sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport Fast Gas model for $359 a month, or purchase and get no monthly payments for 90 days.
This place is bigger than I thought.
So we've only got 1 hour. Could you plan us a tour?
I see you're at the Liam Museum. Shall we focus on traditional Korean art?
Well, we are in Korea, so let's do it.
Let's get some scores from around the league right now.
Historic treasures.
This book.
Isn't it fascinating? That's not a book.
The other games going on, the Cardinals are beating the Falcons at home, 13-3. That's in Arizona.
And the generations that follow.
That's in the second quarter.
and we've been proud
Broncos and Jags, that's this game. Texans are leading the Raiders 7-0 in the first quarter. That's in Houston. Steelers leading 3-0 against the Lions in the second quarter in Detroit.
But I'm really here for all the points.
And then the Bengals beat the Dolphins 45-21 in Miami. Bills beat the Browns 23-20 in Cleveland. Panthers beat the Bucks 23-20 in North Carolina. Chargers beat the Cowboys 34-17 in Dallas. Titans beat the Chiefs 26-9 in Tennessee. The New Orleans Saints beat the Jets 29-6 in New Orleans. And then the Vikings beat the Giants 16-3. That was in New Jersey, not actually New York.
There's only one.
A little more difficult task to protect when you're
The Patriots and Ravens game is tonight. I'll be watching that game. I'm not streaming it.
One of the things that, Malcolm Roach, you kind of one of those big body run stuffer guys. He was having a great training camp rushing the passer. He strained a calf. He missed
4th and 26. Punted away.
Inside. I mean, they have
Logan Cook.
Across the front here in Denver.
Mims from the 20.
And Mims to return it. He gets brought down at the 31.
Near the 32-yard line.
32.
Well, Bo Nix and the Broncos were down early, 7-0. But he's been at his best with the game on the line. 11 comeback wins, tied for the most in NFL history with the Chiefs last season. And yes, if they win today, this would qualify as the 12th come-from-behind win, even though it was a 7-0 lead early in Jacksonville.
They don't have to have dramatics for a comeback. It doesn't have to be, like he did against the Giants, putting up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Sometimes
you don't give any of those.
Yeah, give me down 7 in the first. That counts. It doesn't count double against the Giants. But I tell you what, the ability to find ways to win tight games, especially against quality opponents, is something very special for a team, and this team is really, really good at it.
And Nix.
First down, Nix will throw.
That's complete to Marvin Mims, and he'll get that first down in a lot. That's inside their own territory. That's down to 42. 26-yard reception there from Marvin Mims.
On the quarterback, and that helps this team get takeaways, but what it also does is it creates pockets and soft spots in that defensive secondary, and Bo Nix was able to get a big play right there in that zone coverage.
8.9 yards per play. You're going to win a lot of games if you're averaging 9 yards per play offensively.
And Nix
Pressure up the middle, and Nix will just
throws that away because he was under pressure.
Devin Lloyd was right up the gut, just blasted through R.J. Harvey to get to Nix.
Yeah, it's R.J. Harvey's doing the best he can. You can see a little bit of the mismatch right there. Devin Lloyd is a big dude with a full head of steam coming. That was a nice conversation. I enjoyed visiting with him and learning about kind of this whole transition. And one of the things that he was impressed with, talking about Liam Cohen, the way that he comes in and he addresses the team in all three phases. He was so impressed with his knowledge that way and the vision that he's had from day one walking into the facility for Jacksonville.
2nd and 10, Nix quick toss.
Yeah, that's complete there to Pat Bryant.
First catch, and he's able to twist close.
It's about, what was that, 7?
8 to the 35, and it'll bring up a third short for Bo Nix and the Broncos.
You can just see this Broncos offense. They're getting into that rhythm right now. So the Jacksonville defense, they got to make a play. They got to do something here to disrupt that. And you can see right there that we saw at the end of that pass rush by Malcolm Roach. That's Patrick McCary going off the field.
Patrick McCary going to the locker room.
Letting us know from the sideline, it's a back injury, questionable to return. 32.
And the handoff there to R.J. Harvey gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll just have to settle for the field goal here, more than likely. 4th and 4.
Yeah, nice little run stun right here. You're going to have a nice little loop inside. Kind of come out. Eric Armstead going up the field, taking it away, kind of cleans him off. And you've got that twist to the inside, just a run stunt there. And that allows Trayvon Walker to be free right to the running back.
54-yard try for Will Lutz. He hit the upright going the other direction from 44. 3 of 5 from 50-plus this year. Good snap and hold.
And that's complete for the field goal. Kick is good. The Broncos have a 10-7 lead here in Denver.
Kicking clinic today. We're going to have some bombs going between Will Lutz and Cam Little. If you like long-range field goals, I'd say stick around.
I'm not.
Yeah, 54-yard field goal.
You want your family to go to T-Mobile where you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. Awesome cameras, epic display, right, Mrs. Claus?
Actually, I'm her much younger sister. Also at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch. Dude, not you.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
So what am I getting?
America's best network, kid.
Hold up. Domino's medium specialty pizzas are just $9.99 when I mix and match. I figured premium pizzas, premium prices. But what do I know? Clearly not as much as Dom.
My nose. Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
Can't do trippin', can't do trippin', can't do trippin', diamonds on my wrist, they trippin', ice.
Can't do drift, can't do drift, diamonds on my wrist, they trippin', ice.
A lot on the line for this game.
Show me something tonight, man. The whole world wants to bring everything you got.
It's the NFL on Christmas Day. 2 games and Snoop's holiday halftime party on Netflix. Then primetime on Prime Video. Saturday matchups. All day Sunday. And Monday night. The NFL holiday games.
Tuesday, the Denver Broncos Foundation owner and board chair Kerry Walton Penner and Walter Payton Man of the Year club winner Garrett Bowles unveiled a new courtyard for the Marvin Foote Youth Services Center. The courtyard now features recreational activities, shade, and gathering spaces. The Denver Bronco Foundation Inspire Change Initiative.
Is that Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton is at the game.
Services aimed at limiting the negative impact of the juvenile justice system. You saw the Walton Penner family ownership group, Greg and Kerry there. Liking what they see so far, 10-7 lead for Denver. And yes, if for those F1 fans, you saw Lewis Hamilton in the booth as well. DJ Dallas.
So DJ Dallas to return it here. And he gets that past the 40 to the 43.
Dallas, who began the year in Carolina, signed with
he's new here in Jacksonville.
Last week, and a nice burst for Dallas.
Yeah, and really what this is, it's a run play, right? With a new dynamic kickoff. So you're not traveling the distance. You see the little cross right there, and you try to create that running lane. So it's basically a run play with the kick added to it, and that's a great job by DJ Dallas just hitting that. And I think it's a tremendous pickup by this organization because losing Bashal Tutin, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, that is a tough runner in the backfield, and especially as a return guy.
Fake the handoff.
Fake the handoff, and that's incomplete. Deflected.
That pass swatted. Q Robinson in the mix there. Like he got his hand on that to spike it to the turf, 2nd and 10.
Every time you have the opportunity, and you can see that big hand going up, you're not going to get to the quarterback. You're exactly right, Kevin. It is Q Robinson that gets that deflection. But you have to have a response here right now. This Jacksonville offense has been very spotty to start this game, very up and down.
Walker Little has moved over from left tackle to right guard, and Cole Van Lanen's in at left tackle with the injury to Patrick McCary. On 2nd down,
Lawrence, that's complete.
Down by Brian Thomas. First time we have called the name
Brian Thomas.
of the Pro Bowl rookie receiver from last year who had 87 catches. That's just his 40th catch of the year. Been a slow grind this year for Thomas in his sophomore season in the NFL.
I guess what, the traditional sophomore slump that we're calling it, but I tell you one thing right now is you got to be aware of where you're at on the football field. There was an opportunity for Brian Thomas, just lean forward and get that first down. Look how close you are. You never know what's going to happen in this scenario with a bad exchange. Somebody gets beat quick up front.
It's 3rd and 1, and Lawrence.
Oh, and did he get there?
First down he's got.
No, it is a first down.
Nudging the football across the 49 of Denver, and the Jaguars will get a fresh set of downs. First down and 10.
Just because they give you 3 opportunities to make the first down doesn't mean you got to use all 3 of them. So when you get near that down marker, you know that is one of the things that really sets apart, you know, top flight running backs, top flight receivers. They understand where they are on the field and they go get that first down.
Well, and you look at what they did with Jacoby Myers. They went out of their way to extend it before the season's even over. You're in the midst of a 5-game winning streak. He gets a 3-year extension.
The Browns game was earlier, and the Saints game was also earlier, so I don't know what you're talking about.
5 or 6 weeks.
No catches yet today for Myers. First down and 10 from the 49. Off the play fake. Lawrence looking.
And Lawrence, that's complete. That's to Brenton Strange.
Of the afternoon, this one for 23.
23-yard reception there.
And just finding the open receiver, you just mentioned Jacoby Myers, and he and Trevor Lawrence have developed a nice rapport. But the Broncos also know that. I mean, you watch him on tape. He's going to come out of here, watch, he's going to get picked up, double covered. You got Surtain with you to start, and then you got P.J. Locke picking you up. So not only do you have to beat Patrick Surtain off the line of scrimmage, oh, by the way, we're going to have a safety just in case. They're not going to let Jacoby Myers start to flip this game. They know him well from his time in the Raiders.
First down and 10. Jaguars on the move again. Check it to Etienne on the sideline, and another.
And Etienne's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1. Etienne has not
struggling this game.
The Broncos are clearly.
Remember the first game that I did with the Jaguars? I did the Jaguars-Chiefs game. Etienne was doing really good in that game. Not so good today.
Take away all the big players on the offensive side of the ball and make somebody else do the damage. You can see the plan that this defense has. It's not going to be Jacoby Myers. It's not going to be Travis Etienne. It's going to have to be somebody else that's going to step up and make these big plays.
It's been Brenton Strange and Parker Washington today. The pitch to Etienne.
And Etienne gets, he'll get the first down there. And he'll go more. And that'll be within, I think, 5 yards of the end zone.
It's not going to be Travis Etienne.
It's 1st and 5, right?
But it might be him in the run game.
Clearly, that's what you meant.
This is a great job getting out on the edge. Good night. Nice job.
1st and 3.
Number 77, getting the key block out there. But when you have runs like that, it's everybody. And the thing that I am blown away with is the wide receiver blocks. Look at Jacoby Myers, number 3. He gets 2 hits. He helps seal the edge, and then he climbs to the safety level. That's why Travis Etienne had that big running lane to the outside.
1st and goal, Jacksonville. Handoff up the middle, LaQuint Allen. Stone.
LaQuint Allen gets brought down. No gain. I think 2nd and 4 now.
P.J. Locke coming up to help. Singleton in the mix. 2nd and goal for the Jaguars. Again, against the best red zone defense in the National Football League. It's what Vance Joseph hangs his hat on with this defense.
Yeah, and they're going to be a little bit fired up here because they gave up
a touchdown
on their first opportunity in that first quarter.
2nd down and goal.
And Lawrence, that's complete to Brenton Strange for the touchdown. Touchdown, Jacksonville, and that gives them the lead.
2nd touchdown catch of the season for Brenton Strange, and the Jaguars back on top.
Jaguars take the lead here. That was his 2nd touchdown of the season.
P.J. Locke, number 6, is in coverage. It's inside coverage. Look at the location by Trevor Lawrence. That ball was thrown to a great spot right there. There's no way that P.J. Locke is going to be able to get in there and make a play and defend that. That is 2 for 2. And very easy 2 for 2 in the red zone by this Jags offense. Vance Joseph, he's going to be frustrated. Allison, if he was hot before,
and
you might want to stay away from
here's
that
the kick from Cam Little.
A 39%
Yeah, the kick is good.
red zone touchdown percentage allowed this year by Denver. 100% allowed in the first half against a really good Jacksonville Jaguars team. We have a doozy in Denver today.
First wash since I bought it.
Isn't a doozy a bad thing?
No. Navy Federal Credit Union
What
gave
is
me
a
such
doozy?
a car loan. The rest was easy. I mean, I can't imagine where I'd be without them.
Oh wow, I thought it was said it's something extraordinary, remarkable. I thought it was the other one.
I'm gonna check the windows. Yeah, good idea. Navy Federal Credit Union.
It took the Titans a year to win a home game. That's crazy.
How about that 2 for $25? You get one that and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger. Sound good, anyone?
Smart kid.
Applebee's 2 for $25. One app and 2 entrees.
Grab my harness, the one that makes my butt look good.
Me and my crew, yeah, we the best, we walk in a room, we serve.
There are way worse dads than me, okay?
Name one.
Stalin.
Thursday.
Stalin.
Premieres, January 15th on Fox.
If you're sitting somewhere along the foothills of the Rockies, you're yelling, "That's offensive pass interference! He pushed off! He pushed off!" If you're sitting in the east coast of Florida, you're thinking that's a wonderful play and a touchdown. The Jaguars have the lead.
You're just using the defender to reestablish your balance so you can pivot underneath.
Spoken like an offensive player.
I don't see holding from the offense
I know
ever.
you don't.
Ever. There's always a reason why.
I know you never would have done something like that to a poor defender, tried to cover you out of the backfield. It would have never happened.
Well, I just, I don't want him to get hurt either. So, we're
nice.
balancing each other. We're making sure neither one of us
It's
goes
kind
to
of
the
you.
ground in an awkward position.
Well, for Bo Nix now, it's time to go back to work for this young quarterback, and it's been an interesting year in the AFC because for so many years it was dominated by these quarterbacks. Most appearances in the Super Bowl, those 4. The outliers: Rich Gannon, Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow, each with 1. But how about this season? We don't know who's going to go, but we know it's going to be somebody new. Of the teams in contention, only Aaron Rodgers has ever reached a Super Bowl. He did it 15 years ago with the Packers in the NFC. The rest of those guys are still looking for their first opportunity, and the AFC wide open right now. For the Jaguars, they're coming into Denver with something to prove against the best team so far in the AFC. They came in and wanted to show that they could stand toe-to-toe with this Denver team with the playoffs beckoning in just 3 weeks. Marvin Mims Jr.
And Mims to return it.
Looping up the field.
And he'll get that. He'll get down at the 24.
Of the 25-yard line. Nasir Abdullah with a good tackle on special teams.
And don't kid yourself, right? We talked about it. Oh, we got a player down. Are we gonna? Looks like he's getting up now. Okay.
Looks like he's up.
Yeah, it's one of those big things, right? I mean, the mental part of this game is so huge. It's so important. I mean, these guys are physical specimens on the field, but the mental part is huge as well. And Sean Payton talked about, we're not about the playoffs. We're about the AFC West and the #1 seed in the Super Bowl running through Empower Field at Mile High. If you come out here in Week 16 and you win, you're going to have a ton of confidence coming back, and you're
Oh, there is a player down.
Challenge this Broncos team on their field that they haven't lost in the last 12 games going back to last season. I mean, it's going to be such a huge thing, that other part of this playing forward into the playoffs.
You see Jonah Ellis, he limped off. He's
Jonah
going into the
Ellis.
bullpen. Still down is Delarian Turner.
Oh no, it's Delarian Turner.
His first game back since he missed all of last year on injured reserve. Gets his opportunity to come back and is now injured on special teams. Tough to see for Turner Yell as we step aside from Denver.
This holiday, the best gift isn't under the tree, it's on the field. Starting Christmas Day,
Delarian Turner is down.
Netflix and Snoop's holiday halftime party. Then it's a primetime showdown on Prime Video. Saturday matchups.
Merry Christmas!
All day Sunday.
To the clear, through the snow, all the way home!
And Monday wraps it all up. Tear into 4 days of action with the NFL holiday games, starting Christmas Day.
How much can you
endure. I'm Johnny Knoxville. This is Fear Factor, House of Fear.
January 2nd on Fox.
The new year begins with the Holiday Bowl.
Arizona
Out of a cannon.
takes on SMU in a perennial classic. January 2nd on Fox.
Oh, just heartbreaking to see. And Daryl, you know how hard that is to come back from any kind of an injury. First game back since he played last in the 2023 season, missed all of last year. And now injured and on the sidelines. You can understand the reaction. First down and 10. It's McLaughlin out of the backfield.
And McLaughlin going to get about 6 there.
Stacked up at the 31-yard line by Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, it's kind of the human side of a very violent collision-based game. And, yeah, it's 6 to 9 months, you know, coming back from a knee injury. They were testing kind of the structural part of that knee. And it was strange because it felt like Delarian knew. And when you have one, you know what happens the next time. So we've got our fingers crossed, and hopefully it's not as bad as it looked when he was walking to the sideline, because he'll have another tough road here again, going from 25 to 26.
McLaughlin
gets only 1.
Backfield from Eric Armstead lunges forward for maybe a yard before B.J.
Yard and a half, actually.
The rookie from Colorado with the stop, and it'll lead Denver a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Well, we've seen a couple of guys here in the defensive line just with some outstanding moves and getting into the backfield and challenging that running back with the football. I mean, well short of the line of scrimmage.
Broncos just 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Came in top 12 in the National Football League. But 3rd and short's been a struggle.
Bo Nix. That's complete to R.J. Harvey.
Shoves him out shy of midfield. Well-designed play to the
It's a first down.
Picks up 15 in a first.
15-yard pickup.
Well-designed, but well executed, smart, because we see so many guys kind of do this little thing, and they engage in contact. Devin Lloyd Zero is going to pull out. He's going to make him run that bubble. You can see that's why R.J. Harvey was so wide open. So it's a play design. You know you've got man coverage. You're going to challenge the coverage from the inside out, but you got to have a receiver who's smart and understands that. That was well done.
First down and 10.
Bo Nix.
Nix on the roll. Looking for a big
that's
play.
incomplete to Cortland Sutton.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. 2:25 to go in this second quarter. Denver, who won the toss and elected to defer, they're thinking right now about the chance to double up, put points on the board before halftime, and then get more when they come out of the locker room. But first things first, they've got to deal with a 2nd and 10 against Liam Cohen's Jaguars. It's Franklin with blockers. Jaguars did a pretty good
Troy
job
Franklin
of picking
there.
those blockers apart. Lewickin with the tackle. 3rd down coming up, and that may take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that'll take us to the 2-minute
interesting,
warning.
right? This Jacksonville defense plays predominantly zone, the 7th most in the NFL, about 80%. And Sean Payton's question was, how do we get that tell whether it's going to be man? I think you're watching R.J. Harvey kind of back and forth in that backfield. He's the guy that they've decided to try and get that man key.
2 minutes to go in a fun first half in Denver. 14-10 Jaguars on Fox.
So that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Jaguars only have 2 timeouts. Broncos have all 3. Or, sorry, Jaguars only have 1. Broncos have all 3.
Delivery for Chad. Who much?
Who knew Walmart delivers that fast?
I hope your situationship likes it.
Heights are afraid of me. Find your
fun again. Ships, am I right? Carnival is calling.
Justin Jefferson! Spin 30, get 10! Bang! Do your thing, dope boy. Totino's Pizza Roll tastes like a touchdown. Paso, the old El Paso.
Spend $30 on General Mills products, get a $10 reward.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card.
Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
The best in 5G knows the best in the NFL. Because Verizon gets what it takes to be the best. With the AFC's #1 offense and the NFL's top-ranked rushing attack, the Buffalo Bills racked up nearly 350 total yards last Sunday, including 168 on the ground, to earn a comeback win over the Patriots. Best on the field meets America's best 5G network. Verizon.
Some late action on the Verizon halftime coming up with Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Gronk. Atlanta at Arizona. Brissett feeding Wilson. Vegas at Houston, a Stingley pick 6. Texans clinging to a 3-point lead in that one coming up on the Verizon halftime. Our guy Hash went up into the mountains yesterday. That was a shot from yesterday. There was actually a little snow up in the mountains if you need a feel of the holidays on a day where it's 61 degrees in Denver.
Now I know why skiing is not yet at prime in the Colorado Mountains. It's 60 degrees down here in the valley, so hopefully a little bit more snow coming their way.
Third down as we resume play here with 2 minutes to go in this first down. The 3rd and 4. Tyler Bidet motioning into the backfield. Ready. Makes on the roll. Looking downfield, throwing, and he cannot connect with Pat Bryant, twisting on that near, or that far sideline rather, and it's 4th and 4.
In all these, we talked about the 3rd down battle right now is really kind of being won by Jacksonville on both sides, and that should be catchable. Yeah, but it could be a little bit better thrown football, by Bo Nix. But these are opportunities. Kevin talked about the chance to get points here at the end of the
That was
first,
incomplete to Pat
to
Bryant.
start the second, and now you're punting it back to
Here comes out Jimmy Crawshaw. Jeremy Crawshaw. Got P.J. Washington returning it.
Deep is Parker Washington.
Oh yeah, I watched that game, Packers-Bears. That was one of the craziest games I've ever seen.
And now the Jaguars get a chance with their 2-minute offense. They've been really good of late. 4th in the NFL with a plus 20-point differential. In the final 2 minutes of the first half, what's Liam Cohen have dialed up here for this 2-minute opportunity?
It's so strange, right? You have a first half like Jacksonville has had, and it's been kind of bumpy. It's been spurts, and then they'll come out here in this scenario and just kind of get on the ball and play with tempo, and everybody's like, well, why haven't we been doing that all quarter?
One timeout to work with. Remember, they had to use one for that failed challenge in the first quarter. First down, the handoff. Gain of about 4 for Quint Allen to the 17-yard line.
Quint Allen gets about 4.
Alex Singleton with the tackle, and now timeout will be used by Denver. So the Broncos, with their full complement of timeouts,
Broncos timeout.
will take one here before this second and 6 play. It's a busy day, and we're getting down to crunch time. Let's take a look at what happened around the National Football League earlier today. If you're just checking in, Bills hold on. They move closer to a playoff spot. They clinch with a Texans or Colts loss. Chargers closing in. They clinch with, we've heard this before, a Texans or a Colts loss. And the Panthers beat the Bucs 23-20. They lead the NFC South, but those two teams play again in the final week of the season.
Yeah, what a difference from earlier in the season to late in the season. And, early on, it seemed like Tampa Bay, just found ways to win games, and just a complete opposite here over the last 6-7 weeks.
2nd and 6. Lawrence in a clean pocket over the middle. There's Chicago.
And that's complete to Jacoby Myers for the first down.
Big one out across the 40 and the 25 to the 42. And remember the long leg of Cam Little. He hit from 73 in the pregame. Tried from 75, was just short. Lawrence on the roll.
And Lawrence, that's incomplete to Washington.
On lock, just couldn't connect. Clock will stop with 1:06 to play in the first half.
This route is a staple of this offense, and it's something that Vance Joseph is going to be frustrated with, that he always let this happen. It's just the deep in route, right? You're clearing in the middle. There goes Talanoa, Hufanga out, PJ Locke out. Riley Moss has got outside lever. That's too easy of a throw for this defense that you have seen outstanding coverage from all first half.
So now the Broncos bring a sixth defensive back on, and Jahdae Barron. Before the 2nd and 10 snap, Lawrence.
And Lawrence, that's complete. Jacoby Myers. And that'll bring him within, Cam Little field goal range. I don't know, I'd get a little more.
Great job making that catch right there, and a really nice job in pass protection by that Jacksonville offensive line. The running backs as well. Some pressure from the Broncos off the ball. They had everybody picked up.
And the handoff.
Handoff there. LeQuint gets about 4.
Off there, knowing that you're in range for a Cam Little
about 5.
Already.
I don't want to read too much into it. I just think you're trying to hit something in between. There may be something they've got on film review in the 2-minute situation.
20 seconds left.
But I would expect them to be more aggressive.
And Lawrence.
Pressure coming. Lawrence throws.
And that's complete.
Catch is made by Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas
Does get out of bounds with a first down. PJ Locke with the tackle. Clock stops. 12 seconds to go before halftime.
12 seconds left. If so, a timeout. Yeah, I'd definitely say run one more play before kicking a field goal.
Patrick Surtain out of that spot, and PJ Locke just can't get down there. Fortunate that.
Kind of surprised they stopped the clock there. Jaguars still have their 1 timeout as a result. First down and 10.
And Lawrence.
To the sideline.
And that's complete.
Quentin
Morris.
Out of bounds on that catch.
7 seconds left. Do you run off a play? I think you do.
Left in this first half.
But I think you air it out.
And now you have to be real careful right here, depending on what kind of play call you want to make. They've got 1 timeout left. It's got to be something quick. Trevor Lawrence has to understand that there's just 7 here. We would always go 6 seconds for a play down the field, depending on how far they want to get. But the big thing is they've got that 1 timeout in their back pocket.
7 defensive backs out there for Denver.
And Lawrence.
Pressure. Down the sideline, he throws out
incomplete. 2 seconds left. Now you kick the field goal.
He was well covered. 2 seconds to go before halftime. Here comes the field goal unit.
It's just a shot down the field if there's something there. If not, trust your quarterback to get it out of play. You don't want to take away the opportunity.
Here comes Cam Little.
3 points here that you've worked so hard
field
to
goal
get
attempt.
Little. The points are going to be at a premium for this game.
47-yard try.
47-yard attempt.
For Cam Little.
And the kick is good. And that'll bring us to halftime here.
A 17-10 lead.
The Jags lead 17-10 here at the half. I'll be back at 5:43 for the second half. I'm gonna go change out my laundry.
We send it to our studios in Los Angeles for the Verizon halftime, which starts right now.
Welcome to the Verizon halftime. The NFL, powered by Verizon 5G.
Jacksonville on the road trying to end Denver's 11-game win streak as we welcome you to the Verizon halftime. Terry Bradshaw has highlights for you here.
All righty, let's get her going. C.J. Stroud, outstanding young quarterback for the Texans, trying to stay in playoff contention. Rolling right is beautiful job intercepting that ball. Geno Smith is picked by Derek Stingley. He'll take it back 31 yards for the interception return for a touchdown. It's Houston 10, Las Vegas Raiders 7. That is a halftime score. Earlier on Fox, Justin Herbert, over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. One of them, this beautiful strike to Quentin Johnston. One-handed grab, just barely had a step on the corner. Beautiful job right there. Making it 7-all Chargers in Dallas. And later, of course, the Chargers were going to dominate the Cowboys 34-17 as they are keeping their proactive playoff hopes alive. There's our guy, Greg Olson, Fox commentator, award winner, great future Hall of Fame tight end. Bryce Young, look at this. Reminds you of the days at Alabama, this young third-year guy finding Sanders on a scramble for a 6-yard score. 2017 Carolina, and then to seal the deal, Baker Mayfield is picked off by Lathan Ransom, 23-20. It is Carolina all over Tampa Bay. One of the great quarterbacks in the NFL, Josh Allen, hands off to this man, James Cook. Cook takes it in, goes out to the left, breaks a tackle downfield, turns on the speed. One of 2 touchdowns rushing on the day as Buffalo goes on to beat the Cleveland Browns. A good football game, 23-20.
All right, right now, Arizona on top of the Falcons trying to end their 5-game losing streak. Steelers and Lions all tied at 3. That game approaching halftime. Earlier today, the Vikings got their 4th straight win. The Chiefs lose without Patrick Mahomes. Also, Gardner Minshew tore his ACL in that game. Cincinnati rolls past the Dolphins. The Saints get their 3rd straight win on the season. Here's a look at some of the headlines from the early games going on. And the real thing to keep an eye on, Houston or Indy, everybody's watching to see what happens with those games, to see who gets into the AFC playoffs by the end of today. And right now, though, Michael, the way this Jacksonville team looks, Trevor Lawrence looking strong here again.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence has looked great, and you're going into hostile territory, going up there to Denver against this great defense, and they're showing no fear. Here's Trevor Lawrence, just patient, step to the right, freezes the defensive line, then runs to the left. We all know how mobile he is, but here to throw the laser on the run, and great catch by the receiver there for the first down. And here, play stops, he stops, gets hit in the back. Bradshaw not being traction for a week. But no, this man's still out there rolling around. Follow that little blue line. See all that running he's doing for the first down. And here in the pocket, drops back, just delivers a nice throw right on the elbow of the defensive back. Great catch by the receiver for the touchdown. And he's had 12 touchdowns, no interceptions in the last 3.5 games. This is a guy who has had more giveaway, has given the ball way more than anybody in the league since 2021. So he's made a big turnaround late this season.
Trevor Lawrence is playing some great football, but on the other side, Bo Nix is pretty efficient for himself as well. Here we go off the play action. He throws a deep crosser to Evan Ingram, for 33 yards to his tight end, some yards after the catch there. It's good to see. And then he fakes the hands off. He does it with his legs. Terry Bradshaw never really did it with his legs like that. You hold yourself. And now we got Bo Nix throwing it off his back leg, kind of taking a play out of Caleb Williams last night, throwing it to his right hand. Too. Yes, you did, Terry.
Better legs than
for a touchdown to Cortland Sutton there.
You got to teach the youngin'. You were running quarterback back in the day, man.
He wasn't even born when I was at
I'm still waiting for you to show me some tape of
You
it.
know what,
I've been asking.
You can't do
I don't
tape.
have a VCR.
We're going to have to get it reel to reel. It's reel to reel.
It's film.
Well, right now, what is real is this connection between Trevor Lawrence and his receivers. Looking up with Brenton Strange for the beautiful touchdown, and that's by how much they lead, as he's got the Verizon play the first half, and the second half coming your way after this in Denver.
The Verizon Halftime Show is brought to you by Verizon, the NFL, powered by Verizon 5G.
This brain is 4% larger than average from watching FS1's daily shows. Colin Cowherd, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision making. First things first, here it's thought processing. And this is the Chaos Zone, triggered by Barstool, where play and instinct live. Weekdays on FS1. No brainer.
It's the year-end sales event.
Christmas night on Prime has a massive AFC West showdown. St. Nick's and the Broncos meet Travis Kelce and the Chiefs under the holiday lights at Arrowhead.
So he goes. Made it look easy.
Broncos, Chiefs, Christmas night. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Okay, there's the signal.
Wait, look. Hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
The holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. Get the power of the high-output 6.7-liter Cummins turbo diesel. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, during the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $409 a month. See your Syracuse area Ram dealer.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew.
Welcome. While you're shopping for the perfect gift, you'll find Ford Explorer and the new Explorer Trimmer. Expedition with the Ford Splitgate. And they're all available with Ford Blue Cruise technology. That's hands-free highway driving. Remember, the best gift is the one you give yourself.
Hurry in today to get a Ford Explorer with 0% financing, 0 down, and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Or lease for $279 a month for returning lessees. Only at your local Ford stores.
Thanks for watching Fox 68 WSYT.
Buckle up, we've got an action-packed slate coming your way next week. The road to the playoffs is narrowing as Jalen Hurts and the Eagles try and spread their wings in New York, taking on Josh Allen and the Bills in America's Game of the Week. Don't miss a moment of it, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, only on Fox.
Who's Cam Ward, and why do we not know about him?
He wants to win.
No quarterback has ever been a zero-star #1 NFL draft pick.
Everything is on me. A lot of people don't know I was going to quit.
That's when the circus began.
He invested everything he has.
If you start something, you're going to finish it.
I live by it every day.
There's one law firm that effectively handles the most serious medical malpractice cases, the Porter Law Group, securing over $500 million in compensation for the individuals and families they represent, providing their clients with the answers and justice they deserve. The Porter Law Group. You only get one chance to hire the right law firm. The Porter Law Group. Don't settle for less.
On Fox.
The decision to extract them is up to you. Extracted premieres January 26th on Fox.
Let's go! 4 play at a time. Let's come out of here with a win. It's caught by Metcalf. Foot race. What the answer be? Touchdown. Let's see what happens. Go.
We've seen some hard hits. We've seen some scoring. We've seen some excellent football. And a one-touchdown game as we get set for the second half in Denver.
Alrighty, y'all. We're back getting ready for the second half from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado, where the Jacksonville Jaguars have a 17-10 lead over the Denver Broncos. And a very exciting game, a very loud game. Two teams that are likely to make the playoffs. The Broncos on an 11-game win streak. For Jacksonville, for passing, Trevor Lawrence has 130 passing yards, 13 for 21. For rushing, Travis Etienne has 24 on 6 attempts. LaQuint Allen has 9 on 3 attempts. And Trevor Lawrence has 8 on 2 attempts. For Jacksonville receiving, Brenton Strange has 38 yards on 4 receptions. Jacoby Myers has 35 yards on 2 receptions. Parker Washington has 33 yards on 2 receptions. Brian Thomas has 18 yards on 2 receptions. Morris has 5 yards on 1 reception. And Travis Etienne has 1 yard on 2 receptions. For the Denver Broncos, Bo Nix has 11 for 17 with 153 yards. For rushing, Jaleel McLaughlin has 33 yards on 4 attempts. Bo Nix has 12 yards on 2 attempts. RJ Harvey has 4 on 4, and Marvin Mims has 3 yards on 1 attempt. For receiving, Cortland Sutton has 53 yards on 4 receptions. Evan Ingram has 33 yards on 1 reception. Marvin Mims has 29 on 2. RJ Harvey has 16 on 1. Adam Troutman has 8 on 1. Patrick Bryant has 8 on 1. Troy Franklin has 6 on 1. And Nate Adkins has 0 on 0 with 1 attempt, 1 target.
Or bold. All that style out there. That's what I love seeing. Fan like a pro at NFLshop.com.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
We welcome you back into Denver. Trevor Lawrence, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bo Nix, 153 and a score. Denver with the edge yards per play. Red zone edge for Jacksonville. And thus the difference in the game, a 17-10 Jaguar lead as we get set for the second half. Alongside my partner, Daryl Johnston, I'm Kevin Kugler. The situations that Denver usually wins, Jacksonville's had the edge in the first half.
Yeah, and you're going to come into that game and you know what their strength is. And I've been very impressed with Jacksonville, 2 for 2 in the red zone you saw on that graphic. Let's go back last week to Green Bay, 1 for 4, while Denver goes 4 for 4. So a really nice job in the red zone by Trevor Lawrence and his group. The other thing is third downs. They're 3 for 6 on third downs as well. And we told you, how much pride Vance Joseph takes in that. Yeah, there's some yards given up. Defense comes down to situations of points given up. And that's where this defense really kind of flexes their muscles. Really nice response by Jacksonville in that first half.
All right, here's the second half.
Of the Broncos.
Marvin Mims Jr. on the return.
And Mims.
Denver, and he's going to be stopped short of the
Short of 30.
And Allison Williams, what you find out from each of these coaches?
Starting with the Jaguars, Liam Cohen, he said that early in the game they needed to just get settled in and kind of find their bearings. And the big thing going forward for them offensively is to establish more of a run game. And he told us this during the week. They had to mix it up and keep this defense honest. He said we have to do that in the second half, whether it's more inside, outside, gap scheme, or zone. Just do a little bit of everything in the run game, which is also
So
what
first
Sean
and 10 from
Payton
their own
talked about.
27.
He did a good job offensively getting into manageable third downs. We got to convert those. But the number one point of emphasis, the main thing we talked about at the half, was finding a better type of run game.
Well, with that in mind, they start with 6 offensive linemen, and they go on the ground to start, Allison, and it's RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey. It's only about maybe 1, maybe 2.
For Denver, and those first half offensive leaders, Bo Nix very solid. McLaughlin, the leading rusher, had one big run of 16 yards to make up that category for the Broncos. But to Allison's point, Sean Payton's point, they're looking for a little bit of a different kind of running game.
Well, maybe a different kind of running game, but I think 38, whatever you decide to be that run game, I'd give him a couple more touches. He seemed to get on a roll. We talk about that hot hand back.
Here's Nix, nobody open.
And Bo Nix, it gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He tried to run. I think it's actually right at the line of scrimmage.
In the secondary, and this may give an opportunity.
Flag is down.
First down. Let's see.
Holding by the defense number 22. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So Jarian Jones with the penalty for the hold on a first down.
Down here at the bottom working. Right when you get ready at the top of the route to separate, you can see all the contact there as they go out of frame. Boy, that was an awkward tackle.
It was.
On Bo Nix as well. That was the thing that I was like, oh, please don't. It doesn't look as bad there because his knees were bent, but that, boy, I tell you for a second, I'm like, oh, no. Don't let that be the end.
It didn't look as bad, but it doesn't look that good. It certainly doesn't look comfortable. First and 10 at the 33. It's Franklin in motion. Nix quick toss in his direction.
And
with the catch. Tackled by
caught that.
Murray.
That's Troy Franklin.
We talk about, the
about a 6-yard reception.
To get these quarterbacks into that rhythm early.
Second and 5, so 5 yard.
Early in the second half. Be interesting to see what Sean Payton thinks is available here against Jacksonville in the second half. Not a whole lot of pressure, from that Jacksonville front. So they should have felt comfortable. You saw him scramble there. That was more coverage where Bo had nowhere to go with the football. But 17 dropbacks, 0 hits, 0 sacks by that Jacksonville defense.
Back under center goes Bo Nix, and on the roll on 2nd and 5, he throws. Catch made. Big hit on Lil Jordan Humphrey from Antonio Johnson, and a flag is down. It's a first down for Denver. Humphrey hanging on through the contact from Antonio Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know if he was defenseless at that point. Was it helmet to helmet? You can see as the officials are talking to Manuel Agba saying it was a shoulder.
Officials are talking here.
It does look like it's shoulder down below that shoulder capsule. For these officials, it is so hard. I mean, we get to watch this in slow motion, and they're doing it real time.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 26. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Boy, that's a call that if you're watching this game in Jacksonville, you cannot believe it. Antonio Johnson leading with his shoulder into the shoulder of Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah. And again, the emphasis on player safety in these situations. And you can see, it looks like it would be impossible for Antonio Johnson's helmet not to make contact with Little Jordan Humphrey's helmet. I mean, there's a little bit there. But again, we have the advantage of seeing this from a number of different angles in super slow-mo. And these guys are calling it in real speed, and they are right the majority of the time.
Hand off Harvey, and now a big run up the middle, breaking tackle.
RJ Harvey breaks the tackle. He keeps going to the 10, to the 5, and it is a touchdown! Touchdown Broncos to tie the game.
That's the kind of run Sean Payton was looking for, I think, Daryl.
Or brings him within 1.
The guy that I suggested they put in, right? That was RJ Harvey. Good job by RJ Harvey. This is just all him. Watch 42 come in from the right of the screen. There he is, Andrew Wingard right there. Poor angle coming up, and he spins out of that, and now it's a sprint to the pylon. You're trying to punch out. There's another thing. In a takeaway culture, trying to force
RJ Harvey with the touchdown to give the Broncos, they're now down by 1. Extra point would do it, would tie it.
Inside the 10-yard line. I always worry about teams that are super, talented, coached the right way and punching that ball out. Sometimes it's overemphasized. Watch right here, punch. There's no attempt at a tackle. There was not an attempt at a tackle in that situation.
And you've had that drilled into your head day in and day out. You talked about it earlier. Anthony Campanelli, the defensive coordinator, telling us every single day they drill punching, they watch boxing, they watch MMA. And in that scenario,
Here's Will Lutz to kick the extra point.
And it results in a touchdown and a long run.
And the kick is good. So this game is tied. 17-17. Denver, Colorado.
No situation for a second guy to come in and help you. You just got to get the running back to the ground.
Two teams with playoff dreams. Tied at 17 early third.
Nate, honey, you got to look at the camera. Nate. This isn't working. DeVito, you're in.
Tommy DeVito, backup Nate.
If only there were backups in real life.
We're getting somewhere.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and
Got your lucky jersey?
I haven't washed it since the win streak started.
Nature Made vitamins?
On it.
Nature
Nature Made is made to care for fans on game day and every day. Touchdown! Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Georgia head, roads are calling. Hybrid power, snow is falling. It's electrifying. What the season can bring. Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
So for Mom, I was thinking...
I thought she didn't want anything.
Well, like when she says she doesn't want any fries?
And she eats all her fries.
Exactly. What if we get her the new iPhone 17 Pro at AT&T? We can get their best deal without needing the most expensive plan.
Good call.
And you know, she loves her selfies.
Who's that?
No clue.
Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us when you trade in your old iPhone. Any condition, most expensive plan now required. Plus switch and we'll pay off your phone balance up to $800 per line.
Hi. Play for an Ultra?
Racy for an Ultra?
Don't forget, there's Ultras on the line.
Woo!
I didn't.
Michelob Ultra. Superior like thee.
The Fox Nation Holiday Sale is happening now.
Now it is time for you to return home.
Sign up today and you'll get all of Fox Nation's unmissable content.
Each warrior has something to prove and everything to fight for.
Get Fox Nation for only $2.99 a month. Sign up today.
The new year begins with the Holiday Bowl. Wow!
Arizona takes on SMU January 2nd on Fox. Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, just 29 calories.
R.J. Harvey, 38-yard touchdown run. So many chances for the Jaguars to bring him down. He would not be denied. Spinning out of contact, breaking contact, chugging all the way to the end zone. His 11th scrimmage touchdown of the year to tie this game up at 17. A good start to this third quarter.
Yeah, our old colleague Jimmy Johnson used to call a run like that, had a couple of Venus de Milo tackles in it. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Venus
And
de
LeQuint
Milo,
gets that to the 24. Wait, do the Broncos have the ball?
Leveled by Jordan Turner, the rookie from Michigan State, with the blast.
In both of these teams, we've had a couple of games this year, matchups where there's been a dominant special teams unit over one that's...
The way they were reacting, I thought for a second they did.
They
But
match up really, really well. It's highly regarded and highly respected by both of these teams, how important that third phase that is so often overlooked, how important that is every single game.
So now the offense of the Jaguars back to work, an offense that Liam Cohen basically tore down to the studs in the offseason and looked at every single thing to try to make this offense better.
and to ETN gets about 2.
To the point there where they even looked at where Trevor Lawrence was standing in the shotgun, and they changed his stance from right foot forward. They moved him this year to left foot forward.
Yeah, and one of the things that Liam Cohen talked about was the humility of Trevor Lawrence, because what you're trying to do is get that timing better. You didn't want him holding the football, patting the football. You can see how that ball comes out on time on that big dig route that we saw in that 2-minute drill before the end of the half. When he had his right foot forward, Liam Cohen really felt that he was getting back and holding it and patting the ball, waiting for the guys to get open, and that allowed
Lawrence.
the to get home.
What's picked up?
That's complete to Jacoby Myers. That gets about 6 yards.
Myers ends up about a yard short of the first down.
3rd and 1, so 7 yards.
Liam told us that helped slow Trevor down. When he was right foot up and dropping immediately, he was ahead of the concept, so he wasn't in timing with those routes, but he takes that punch step. You see it a lot in baseball where a guy takes a little step before his swings and his stance to get his timing, and it's similar for Trevor Lawrence.
It's amazing how the footwork in this system that comes from Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan and is kind of morphed into the NFL, how much it's based on the footwork of the quarterback and where you're supposed to go. So that was one of the big emphasis in the offseason, was to get his feet tied into his eyes.
He'll keep it on 3rd and 1, and he'll dive.
Yeah, that's a first down. Trevor Lawrence takes it himself.
He got 6. Left footer, right foot forward there. He's going to get that first down and move the chains forward.
Yeah, and this is the other element that he possesses, whether it's the RPO. They'll actually have a few called quarterback runs when you get down into that red zone area and it becomes true 11 versus 11 football with the skill set of Trevor Lawrence.
It was impressive, though, talking with Liam Cohen about what this offense has evolved moved into at this point in the season and where it came from building to this point. On first down and 10, play clock down to 2. Gonna have to hurry. Pressure coming. Lawrence hit as he throws. It's caught by
And a flag is down.
Flag's down as Lawrence got
Caught by ETN behind the line of scrimmage.
penalty against the Broncos.
Penalty against the Broncos, so that'll advance the Jags forward.
The heat, and the flags end up on the ground.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, body weight, defense number 97. It's a 15-yard penalty, added to the end of the play, first down.
So body weight being he leaned on him with that extra body weight.
Yeah, it's so hard. Here comes 97. He's going to square him up. You can see right there he's squared up. And he's got to get off to the side. Just kind of turn your hips. When you take a quarterback on square and your feet are off the ground and you're going head first down, that's going to allow the officials to call that. I know it's frustrating for every Bronco fan. It's frustrating for Malcolm Roach. But that is textbook in what body weight means when you have a sack. You've got to get off to the side. It's hard for these defensive players. We ask them to do so much in this game to protect the quarterback.
Trying to find a little yardage up the middle.
Allen gets about 2.
And it'll bring up second down.
Yeah, don't get that guy going.
No.
I mean, that is a pure football player right there. We talk about guys, and they've got measurables.
Second and 9
gets
gets
this
1.
length, and they're this fast, and they can jump this high. And to me, give me 49 all day, every day. I mean, that guy is just a straight, pure football player, super smart. And that's one of the great things. He knows that he's limited athletically, so he's got to find his superpowers somewhere else, and it's his football intelligence.
Second and long.
Lawrence. That's incomplete. Who was that intended? I don't even know. That was a Brenton Strange.
Got there to jar it loose from the tight end.
Yeah, we always think it's there on time, but it's usually a little bit early, and there's a little bit of a shoulder there as he comes through and gets the deflection. So now we've got the Jacksonville fans all upset.
3rd and 9. This crowd at a fever pitch.
3rd and 9. It might still be in field goal range, though. Cam Little. Lawrence. Complete. And the first down, Parker Washington.
For Jacksonville.
And why does that happen? That happens because Jacoby Myers is outside of him. Number 3 is outside. So it's Parker Washington. You got a blitz right off his face. Nobody goes out to get him. Where's the replacement? If you're going to take the blitzer off of Parker Washington, somebody's got to be dropping down to help out in coverage. And everybody went with Jacoby Myers when he released down the field.
Tie game. 3rd quarter. A playoff feel in Denver. Lawrence.
And Lawrence. And that's complete. Tim Patrick.
Patrick down near the 13-yard line.
I tell you what,
first
that's
down.
a great job by Johnny Munn. We've talked about this offensive line all day long, but that's Jonathan Cooper that Johnny Munn is blocking, and that's an extended block out on that edge. It's so impressive. He comes across in motion. He's one-on-one with one of the better pass rushers in the NFL. He's got a little bit of separation there. He's got some width, but that was a good job. And then he goes downfield trying to help out his teammate.
There's Lawrence. Strange crossing, hit hard. And down Singleton.
And then Brent Strange gets maybe 1 yard.
And a pickup of 2.
2 yards.
Jags back in the red zone. They're 2 for 2 in the red zone.
2nd and 8.
You know this was a topic of conversation, not only in the first half with Vance Joseph and his defense, but again at halftime.
Not only 2 for 2, but kind of 2 for 2 without really breaking a sweat. I mean, the touchdowns that Jacksonville has gotten have been a little bit easy. When you watch how hard and how tough this defense is, once you get down into this area of the field, Jacksonville has made it look easy.
And Lawrence. And the pass incomplete. That was intended for Washington. Flag is down. Is that PI?
And Washington stays in the end zone on one knee.
Yeah. It's going to come off of here.
Wow. PI. So it'll be from the 1. First and goal from the 1.
The restriction. He's got his arm held right there. If he doesn't hold on to it continually, I think you've got an argument. But we're talking about red zone, in the end zone. I like the one early on. I don't think it was the hip turn. Is Parker Washington beat Jahdae Barron across his face and he put his hand on his hip. I don't think he hook and turned him. I think it was the restriction on that right hand that didn't allow Parker Washington to get up and make a play on the ball that really drew the call.
First and goal.
And Lawrence takes it himself for the touchdown. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence takes it himself. And it's a 23-17 lead here in Denver.
Again, we talked about it on the other 2 touchdowns. It's just too easy. This is just too easy. You're down to take on the puller, but there's nobody there. I don't know. We've seen people just wide open, which is so unusual. We talked about how tight the coverage has been from 20 to 20. We've got a flip where now you're getting into that 20-yard line red zone area, and it's got.
And the kick is good.
Extra point is good.
24-17 lead.
Game for Jacksonville with 20 points or more. One of the better stories in the NFL that hasn't been told this year. The rise of the Jaguars and their rise up in the Rockies with a 7-point lead mid-third on Fox.
This jolly old fella goes by the name Chris. His suit of red velvet, an iconic fit. But this particular year, without much of reason, he craved a new look this holiday season. He searched on Google, try it on, he clicked, and could see how it looked on a picture he picked. Keep out on sale with shipping next day. Because he asked Google, Santa slayed.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
Nice, right?
I taught you well.
Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
Learn more about Celebrity Cruises' latest offers.
It's the holidays, so get them what they really want. A 3-course meal wrapped in a festive box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and a dessert, starting at $19.99. Holiday harder with the Triple Treat Box from Pizza Hut.
With new Retina 4K cameras and doorbells from Ring, see every festive detail in stunning 4K clarity. With Ring, you're always home for the holidays. Shop new Retina 4K cameras and doorbells at Ring.com.
A lot on the line for this game.
Show me something tonight, man. The whole world wants bring everything you got.
Penalties big on that drive. First, the body weight.
9 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes, 17-second drive.
Against Jahdae Barron. And then the touchdown by Trevor Lawrence caps the 9-play, 75-yard drive. Lawrence 4 for 5 for 39 yards on the drive. All of the Jaguars scoring drives have been 8 plays or more. And in a game that's gone back and forth with 3 lead changes and 2 ties, another lead change.
And Cam Little kicks it away.
The advantage for the moment. And Mims will watch that sail into the end zone.
That goes into the end zone. That'll bring it back to the 35.
Let's check in with Allison Williams for more on the Jaguars defense. Allison?
After allowing that touchdown, defensive coordinator Anthony Campanelli got the entire defense together. He had them get off the bench and circle around, and he delivered 4 main points of emphasis, and he finished it by saying, "You are better than that." The other message to this defense, guys, is to go back and get the momentum back on their side. And telling these guys the best football is still in front of us.
Well, we enjoyed our conversation
73.
with the former Green Bay linebacker coach, defensive coordinator Jeff Hatley, one of his best friends in coaching, and you see some of the similarities between those two guys.
Yeah, very similar in you know, their backgrounds and where they're from and how they've come up through the coaching opportunities, and it was a lot of fun. Another coach's son out there that understands a lot of the details.
And Nix. That throws that there to R.J. Harvey. He gets the first down, and he gets up to the 50.
He was injured in the fourth quarter against Green Bay, that rib injury. Some question as to what he'd be able to do this week. Attention anymore.
Yeah, but watch Bo Nix again. Here comes Trayvon Walker around the outside. Just that little step up. That's
Brad
where
Keselowski got leg
so
surgery.
I went back and I watched that first Vegas game, and there's that punch on the football. Again, we've got to secure the tackle, and then the second guy comes in and goes for the punch. And one of the things that you see is Bo Nix being really good with the ball. Climbing the box.
And Nix. The trickery, and wow! Oh, that's incomplete to Cortland Sutton.
He couldn't pull it in. Monteric Brown helping to knock it loose. Everything but the catch for Denver on the trick play, and Sutton can't believe it.
That would have been a great play.
Than we thought.
Almost was.
Cortland Sutton is at the end of the line on the right. Watch. He is running past everybody right now. It's a little
pass,
bit late
pass
out,
back,
but
pass back,
short.
and then the fucking
Let's
pass.
give Monteric Brown a ton of credit, because the underthrown deep ball, there's such an opportunity for you to make contact and get defensive pass interference. He stays with it the whole time. You can see the frustration from Cortland Sutton. He usually makes that play, so that's
Second
an
and 10.
outstanding job by that young man right there.
Fourth-year man out of Arkansas. Jags took him 7th round in 2022. Second and 10.
Nix.
Mims.
That's complete to Marvin Mims, but it's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to leave
Third down.
And 14 for Denver.
And just open field tackles, right? Because
not looking good for Denver here.
I mean, he's your return guy. He's your kind of gadget in the passing offense, slot guy. You're trying to get him into space and let him run with that football.
Third and 13.
Really well done by Jarian Jones in the open field.
Third and long. Denver 5th best in the league on third and long this year, converting at a 29% clip. Just a 3-man rush.
Nix
with time. Has to go
That's
short.
incomplete.
And he throws it over the head of Tyler.
That was Tyler Beatty.
And Anthony Campanelli's message that Allison talked about.
Fourth and 13.
The last series, message received. Jaguars forced the punt.
And how about that play, right?
Comes off the punting unit.
Hey, we're not trying to get the first down. I'm going to check it down. I don't have anything beyond the sticks, but I'm going to give one of my guys an opportunity to make a catch and make a run for the first down. And that was wide open in the flat, and it's a misconnection. So, boy, that Broncos offense was completely out of sync in that series.
He kicks it away.
Shaw's punt.
Punts it away.
Bouncing at the 1 and into the end zone.
Into the end zone.
The plane of the goal line, and it's a touchback. Oh, he didn't miss that by much.
35.
Right at the goal line, it broke the plane. It's a touchback, and the Jaguars get a huge break there.
Do you have to go in and fix your ballpark, Kevin?
You might have to. Look at this.
I mean, it looked like that initial one came down right on the goal line.
And right there. Timeout then.
Have you heard the story that's about a guy who lives in a bank that is really close by? The Capital One Cafe is his home, no doubt, where customers bank and get their cash out. There's no fees or minimum, so your money stays. Most cafes are open all 7 days.
All 7 days?
This magical place, as some people might call it, is where the Capital One Bank guy says, "What's in your wallet?" Such a
lovely tale.
You know, I've always found it strange. People really want to save money, but are so willing to toss their hard-earned coin into a 3-foot pool of disappointment.
I want to be rich.
You don't need to throw your money away. All you need is your phone.
Huh.
No. Go to Geico, get a quote, and you could save $900 with your phone.
Look at that, it's ringing.
What? What are you doing, mate?
I'm going in.
It feels good to save some coin. It feels good to Geico.
Hey, what's up?
Hunting for holiday deals. We both have a lot of specific wish lists.
Wish list nailed. Best Buy has new doorbusters every Friday all season.
Every Friday?
Get new doorbusters every Friday all season long at Best Buy.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes take you on lavish adventures. Luxuriate with your faves in the $5 box. Be transported to more opulence with the $7 box. Or encounter a world of delights in the $9 box, like the cheesy dippy burritos with creamy garlic sauce. It's Lux. For less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box, only at Taco Bell.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And by Taco Bell.
There's a ton of time left, but this has the feel of a very pivotal series in this game. Jaguars start at their own 20-yard line, leading by a touchdown. And on first down, it's ETN. Not much on the ground today, and not much room.
It's about one.
He gets two. Well, Trevor Lawrence in the red zone today. It's been an improving facet of this Jaguars offense, and they've been really good today.
Yeah, the location on the throws, that was outstanding to Parker Washington. Kind of going to the outside right there, but loose coverage by P.J. Locke, and then not really sure on that last one. You know, you're trying to set that edge, and Trevor Lawrence is able to escape outside.
And Lawrence, that's complete. That's to Parker Washington.
With a diving catch at the 27 in front of Jaquan McMillan.
It was about
now, if you can get
6.
Trevor Lawrence to play in structure and on time from the pocket, and then you add this ability right there. There's not a lot of players in the NFL playing the quarterback position that can make that throw. And when you start to add all the different components together, the throws like that, being able to hang in there on time and slide and not escape the pocket. And then when you do, you have your eyes downfield and you're looking for the receiver. That's where a lot of this growth has come for him this season.
3rd and 3. Four-man Denver.
And that's complete to Parker Washington. He keeps going. He'll go to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and he gets brought down to the 10.
With the big play, 63 yards, and it's first
63-yard play there for Parker Washington.
Run after catch. Riley Moss, 21. He's going to come up outside leverage, foot in the ground, vertical north-south, and now it's a foot race. That is an outstanding move. I mean, that is secure the catch, foot in the ground, north-south, in the blink of an eye.
The long pass allowed this year by the Broncos. And the Jaguars, who are 3 for 3 in the red zone, convert on 3rd down.
First and goal.
And now 1st and goal.
Here from the 10.
ETN out of the
ETN.
on the edge.
And ETN's in there for the touchdown.
Touchdown for Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
This is just too easy. We've seen it time and time again. There's a little bit of motion.
That'll make it a 30-17 game.
Inside, that gives you the outflank to Travis Etienne. And now he's going to do the same thing that Parker Washington did. Over pursuit, I'm going back inside. But that was all set up. You moved Shadae Barrett inside, and now he's in a foot race. He's going to over pursue from that situation. It's going to be a very hard tackle inside out. That is 4 for 4 in the red zone for Jacksonville today. That has not.
And here comes the extra point, Cam Little.
All season.
And the kick is good. It's a 14-point game here in Denver.
4 plays, 80 yards. Took 2 minutes off the clock and took the Jaguars to a 2-touchdown lead with Travis Etienne working his way in.
Can't help but feel like the Broncos are going to come back.
Jags announcing themselves on the road.
You all tucked in? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
So my fridge broke. What do I do now?
Lowe's. If you find a lower price on the same item, they'll match it with their lowest price guarantee. And they do next day delivery on hundreds of appliances.
Lowe's helps you get more holiday for less.
Step into the world of Nespresso and bring magic to every morning. Shop the holiday gift collection at Nespresso.com.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling. If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling, as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and
Broncos
stroke
offense will take
CV
over
event risk
here.
Increases in age 50 plus with a
3:56 left.
Tell your doctor if you've had these events.
In the
infection,
fourth
Hep B or
quarter.
C, smoked, are pregnant, or
Or the
planning.
third
Don't
quarter,
take if
sorry.
allergic or have an infection.
Done settling? Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq. And take back what's yours. AbbVie could help you save.
That split is pre-buy and post-buy. We talked with Liam Cohen about this. He said, we did a self-scout, and he said the one thing we did on third down, we trimmed the inventory. The one thing we did on red zone, we throw it a little bit more on first down. They went in on that bye week, and they said, what have we done wrong? And it really ends up reducing a lot of the things they had to do to be more effective with what they had in the book. Marvin Mims,
And Mims gets it out of the 30.
play, is tackled at the 30-yard line. And you see what's happened so far. This offense, 4 for 4 in the red zone against the best red zone defense in the National Football League.
And
Flag
you
is
gotta
down.
worry about some things going on. 3 for 3 against
Return,
Washington 3
holding
weeks ago.
By the receiving team, number 92. 10-yard penalty is first down.
4 for 4 today. Is there a crack in this red zone defense armor?
Well, before the Broncos get started, let's check in. Kurt Menefee's got a game break for us.
Well, if Jaguar fans are smiling now because of your game, that smile's about to get broader. Ashton Genty, 60-yard touchdown reception from Geno Smith against Houston. And the Raiders, losers of 8 in a row, trying to pull the upset on the road in H-Town, leading at 14-13 in the third. Kevin, Darrell, Allison.
All right, Kurt, thanks. And why is that important? Because the Jags clinch a playoff spot if they win, and one of either Houston or Indianapolis
1st and 10 here.
loses this weekend. So now Denver to work on first down.
You get about 4,
3:45 to go in the
5.
third. Such a critical moment coming up here for Denver on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, this is as pivotal as that last drive
4.
was for Jacksonville, and they hit that huge play to Parker Washington right out of the gate. This is huge for Denver. They have been out of sorts since that first drive with R.J. Harvey. I mean, that was single-handed. That was just tremendous individual effort. Other than that, it has been very clunky offensively for the Broncos here in the second half.
2nd and 6 after that 4-yard run on first down. Nix, late pressure, floats it
And
over
Nix,
the middle.
oh,
Long is
incomplete.
tight end Adam Troutman, and it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 6. Wingard and Lloyd in the area.
And again, just one of the big things, some contact there, could have got a flag easily. That's beyond 5 yards. Bo Nix in the pocket right now does not look comfortable. And there hasn't been a whole, remember we talked about that first half, no QB hits, no sacks in that first half. Here in the second half, you're starting to get a little bit of that where he does not feel comfortable. and at that time, he can get sped up a little bit with his progression.
First quarterback hit on Nix this game, 3rd and 6. Late pressure comes, but he finds...
And that's complete to Pat Bryant for the first down.
And a lot of good things to say about this young receiver drafted in the 3rd round out of Illinois.
Yeah, just a really good job. You know, just kind of finding that soft spot right there in between the two defenders. He's frustrated because it feels like he could have pulled out of that tackle.
He did get ejected in the Suns game.
DeJuan Smoot. You see the frustration from Pat Bryant. But it's a first down for Denver. Nix.
Bo Nix. That's complete.
Good completion.
Who's that?
39-yard line and Adam Troutman.
Adam Troutman.
Picks up 6 on a play that looked like it was in danger for Denver.
Yeah, but again, no reason for Bo Nix to start moving back to his right.
2nd and 4.
It's a clean pocket. You're protected, and that's when this offense kind of gets out of sync. Is when he's not playing on time. He's so good when he's on schedule in that pocket and stays in the pocket and slides. He's got that unique ability to get out and do some off-schedule stuff, but boy, is he really good when he stays in that pocket.
2nd and 4.
Oh, and that fumbles! And the Jaguars pick it up!
Emmanuel Ogba jumping on the football.
Wow.
Missed exchange between Nix and McLaughlin.
The Jaguars will recover the football.
The first turnover at the worst time.
That's just fundamental football. It's an RPO, and it's just...
And that was something they can't have happen.
And it's not in a bad spot. You can see right there. Bo Nix held on to it too hard, so Jaleel McLaughlin thinks he's pulling it, and then he lets it go. So that's just completely out of sync, clunky. There's your example of how this offense has worked in the second half.
And now the onus falls on the Bronco defense. Because with the leg of Cam Little, Jacksonville's already in scoring range.
Even if they get a sack, they're still in field goal range.
4-man rush, they set it up for Etienne. Etienne got a block.
Etienne gets about 5.
29, Dre Greenlaw on the tackle as he ran behind Robert Hainsey. And it brings up 2nd down for Jacksonville. That's Hainsey who stayed down. He was the lead blocker on that play.
2nd and 5 here.
Center for Jacksonville.
Injured Jaguar here.
We've already got right guard Patrick McCary out of the game.
That's Robert Hainsley. Or Hainsey.
Right guard, and now you've got an opportunity, where you're down 2 of the 5, and Wyatt Milam comes in, number 64.
Now Jonah Mondheim in, the rookie from USC. He's going to take over at center.
Jonah Mondheim.
A few years ago with the Trojans.
Jonah Mondheim is taking over at center.
2024 and a 7th round pick for Jacksonville. They bring in the extra offensive lineman in Wyatt Milam. 2nd and 5. Handoff Etienne.
Etienne brought down right behind the line of scrimmage.
Denver absolutely's got to figure out a way to get a stop in this situation. Already down 31-17 and in a little field goal range.
Yeah, they've done a really good job today, against Jacoby Myers. 7 targets, 3 catches for 42 yards. But they're 6 of 9 on 3rd downs, and that's your go-to guy. So it's been going to other players. Obviously, the big one, the guy who's really popped today, Kevin, you mentioned him early on, Parker Washington. Fun to watch. He's going up to the top of the screen on the left.
5 catches for Washington, 121 yards and a score. Trevor Lawrence 4 for 4 for 116 yards on 3rd down. Broncos bring the heat. It's Washington again.
And Parker Washington gets that. He gets to the 5.
Riley Moss was right there. He couldn't wrap.
Damn, this is the Parker Washington game.
First to goal, Jags.
And again, watch the leverage by Riley Moss. He's going to aim to the outside. And just that quick inside move by Parker Washington. I mean, he has had a day today. It has been impressive. And they saw what Travis Etienne did last week in the past game. They know who Jacoby Myers is, playing against him with the Raiders, and how much of an impact he's made for Jacksonville. Those guys weren't going to beat him. Well, guess who's come to play today? Parker Washington, 9 targets, 6 catches, 145 yards. 1 touchdown. Long is 63. He's averaging 24 yards a catch.
Sean Payton's team has been a comeback team.
And Denver timeout.
They're going to need
Oh wait, no, it's the end of the third.
comeback in the fourth quarter in Denver, with the Jags lead by 2 touchdowns.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
You rule number 10, I mix and match my way. There's 7 tasty items, and I can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $7. That's all up to me.
The $5 duo or $7 trio, from Burger King classics to fan faves. Choose your deal.
Taxes is feeling unlucky. Now Taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes.
I'm
Johnny Knoxville. This is Fear Factor, House of Fear.
Toyotathon is on at Burdick Toyota, where it's just $342 a month to lease a new 25 Toyota RAV4 LE with all-wheel drive, or choose 4.75 for 72 financing at Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Toyotathon is on.
You know what they say about judging a book by its cover? Everyone with an addiction has a story to tell. Don't know. Don't judge. People who use drugs are still people and have a health condition that can be treated. Support treatment. Abandon stigma. Learn more at oasis.ny.gov. The New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. Every step of the way.
You know, William, with the name Camille growing up, I had a lot of nicknames. Camille Schmiel, Cammy, Camera, Cam.
Oh, I remember Cam on the Lamb.
Chameleon.
Charles.
That was a weird one. Did you have any nicknames? Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Toyotathon is on at Burdick Toyota, where it's just $329 a month to lease a new 25 Toyota Tacoma SR5 double cab, or choose 3.99 for 72 financing at Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Toyotathon is on.
Thanks for watching Fox 68 WSYT. 31-17 Jacksonville. Some frustration for Denver at home at Empower Field in Mile High, where the Jaguars have come in and really taken it to Sean Payton's Broncos through 3 quarters. Now they're set up as we start the fourth with a first and goal at the Denver 5. Jags are 4 for 4 in the red zone today. Lawrence will keep it.
And Lawrence gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage, much behind it.
The rookie from Alabama, pouncing on Lawrence at the 10.
He does a great job of avoiding number 80 Quentin Morris and then getting to the quarterback. Goes underneath and comes right up to Trevor Lawrence. Okay, there's your first down snap in the red zone. It's still 10 yards, but boy, it was a lot better from the 5, right? It's a big negative play. How do you bounce back here? Are the Broncos finally going to flex their muscles in the red zone and get a stop?
Not counted as a sack. It was considered a run, so it's second down and goal nonetheless from the 10. Lawrence. Pressure comes, hit as he throws. Gets
And that's
immediately Jacoby Myers is tackled at the
complete to
7.
Jacoby Myers.
Tackle this time Singleton and Macmillan after a 3-yard gain. 39% on the year, 4 for 4 today, continuing the trend that we showed you for Jacksonville post-bye. They've gotten better and better. But Denver hasn't allowed 5 red zone touchdowns since December 16th, 2023 in Detroit. Jags are trying to cash in here for their 5th. And a timeout taken by Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. Their first of the half, with 13:41 to play in the 4th. And Allison
Jags
Williams,
timeout.
what's been the message with this Denver defense?
That's their first timeout.
Well, they may have struggled here
Oh,
in the
shit.
red zone, but man, the confidence is there, guys, and they've been hyping each other up on the sideline. Malcolm Roach, he's been so vocal this entire game, and when they were over on the sideline this last time, he just kept telling his guys, we're going to be all right, but we got to believe, we got to stay in it, and reminding them we have been here before. Keep in mind, they are 5-0 in games they have trailed in the fourth quarter, so the belief is still there for the defense.
Yeah, that'll do it. 5-0 will do it in the fourth.
Kind of interesting. John Franklin Myers and Zach Allen come out. DJ Jones and Malcolm Roach go in. So that's kind of interior pass rush coming off to the side. Interior run defense on the field.
And an empty backfield on 3rd and goal. Now motion into the backfield from the Quintana. Lawrence, pressure up the middle, throws to the end zone, batted away.
Incomplete.
Riley Moss spiked it out of the hands of Jacoby Myers. Roach had the heat up the middle, and the ball spiked to the turf. It's 4th and goal.
Do they just kick the field goal here?
Going to be coming in from
Make it a 3-possession game.
Riley Moss, you talk about a guy that's hung in there. He's playing some outside leverage, and it's an inside route, so he's got to make up ground and just plays the ball perfectly at the point of the catch. It's been a tough day for Riley Moss tackling, but right there, a great play defending the pass.
26-yard field goal try. The defense holds to the field goal.
And the kick is good.
For 3, and now 34.
So it's 34-17.
17, the lead for Jacksonville. 13:36 to play in the fourth, and now this from State Farm.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the leadership of this captain, but getting that captain.
I spy motion on the port side. Missed again. I'm at it again.
What are we doing? So don't settle for just any insurance. And there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Squalls are coming.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars with a 34-17 lead, but Denver's defense does get the stop in the red zone, holds them to a field goal.
Yeah, a little bit of positive. There's Riley Moss right there. Watch him kind of on the outside against Jacoby Myers, and then on the inside break, a little bit of stumble, so he's got to make up a lot of ground on that in-breaking route. You saw the pressure that Trevor Lawrence was under, and he throws a great ball. I mean, that's just really, really good football. You know, the offense executing at a high level and an individual effort by Riley Moss to break up that pass.
Now an opportunity, Tyler Bidet out across the 30-yard line.
To the 32.
And the Broncos offense back to work. There's more great college football coming your way in the Trust and Will Holiday Bowl. Arizona taking on SMU. Don't miss it, January 2nd, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Fox.
You know, I always talk about complementary football and how it works together, but you feed off that too, right? So this offense, we've talked about them being out of sorts, a little bit clunky here today. They're used to that defense stuffing people down in the red zone and holding them to field goals. Let's see if this creates some of that complementary confidence and this offense comes out and gets into a rhythm.
Here's Bo Nix.
And Nix
there you go.
runs himself.
As he slides down at the
Gets brought
36-yard
down.
line. But
They're getting about 4 yards.
The last time, don't go right or let go up. Step up into that pocket.
So much better when you saw him over these last few games playing at a high level from the pocket. That's what he was doing. He was always climbing. Today I've seen him get back into a little bit of that more where he's escaping out the back. Now I don't know what it looks like up there in between the tackles. Maybe he feels like he just can't get up inside the pocket.
Here's R.J. Harvey to the edge. A little duck.
R.J. Harvey gets the first down.
43. Greg Newsome there to chase him out after the 6-yard gain.
And one of the other things that I think both of these coaches are going to be talking about is tackling today.
Oh, man. How about Jarian Jones?
That's some athleticism right there. I mean, it's like every week you see something done on a football field. That's like my best imitation of Saquon Barkley. Let me show you this one. From 26 to 22. But, get that rhythm back into this offense that's been missing since that opening drive here in the second half based on what your defense did for you.
On first down off the play fake.
And Nix
sets up.
complete throws. And that's complete to Troy Franklin. And that brings them within the first, the 10-yard line. That first and goal. I think that's a 7-yard line they got to.
There's Troy Flanker right here going to the inside, back to the outside. There's still an opportunity for Antonio Johnson. I thought he played it well. You know, a lot of times you see that outbreak and then back to the middle of the field, and you kind of flip the hips of that safety, and he's got to get back. But Antonio Johnson played it well. Just Troy Franklin ran away from him into the open space.
And picks up 40.
It's at the 9. It's a 48-yard play.
Knicks, quick toss, it's Bryant. Ducks inside.
And Pat Bryant gets it to the 4.
To the 3. Monteric Brown leading the Jaguar charge to bring him down. 2nd down and goal for Denver. Broncos will bring Troy Franklin back on as Trevor Lawrence gets ready for his next appearance. Bo Nix, 251 yards and a touchdown today. And this is where the Broncos have thrived this season. Plus 54 in the 4th quarter. Can they climb all the way back 34-17? 2nd and goal.
Nix. Incomplete.
Emmanuel Ogbah, who got that fumble
It's
earlier.
3rd and goal.
And a hand on this one to swat it down. 3rd and goal.
Oh, man, he's got
3rd and
Cortland
3.
Sutton wide open in the corner. This was not going to Cortland, but he got turned loose all the way to the port. Watch 14 on the inside. Dennis Gardeck turns him loose. There's nobody there. He's just running to the corner, uncovered.
3rd down and goal. 10:51 to play in the 4th. Prentice in motion. Nix looking, scrambling, throws off the
Incomplete.
fingertips of Cortland Sutton in the back of the end zone, and it's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
And the field goal unit runs.
No, you
down
can't. No.
17.
You got to make the
Cortland
touchdown.
Sutton out to the left, just running that cross across the back end line.
You got to make the touchdown.
Pass up right there.
You
He's
can't
open.
go to the field goal
The
here.
zip on this ball
Are they going to do a fake?
I still don't know how Bo Nix got that off. I mean, the arm angle, the crouch. I mean, look, it just...
Sean Payton.
We got a couple of
He's
quarterbacks here who
creative.
can do some pretty amazing things on the football field throwing it.
21-yard try for Will Lutz.
Nope.
And there's
Kick is
3
good.
of the 17 they need to come back in this one. Still 10:44 to go in the 4th. Coach Payton's team is down 2 touchdowns with plenty more football on Fox.
Christina Ladd posted at McDonald's, thinking about how I never had a snack wrap, and I'm devastated. Imagine tasting a snack wrap for the very first time. In ranch or spicy?
So hear the drums drumming, all your friends humming. Yeah, it's a good time coming. Everything you want it, 'cause right here, y'all, everything you need it. It's right here, y'all. We got the tunes bumping, got the kids jumping. Yeah, it's a good time coming.
For an elf, the holidays are stressful, but for us, it's got a bonkers deal at a new Google Pixel 10. Get Gemini, what's in this train coming?
Right now.
Ah, nutcrackers. Gemini, where am I?
You're in a blender.
Time for elf care. Gemini, find me a massage, please. Oh, that was fast.
Get 4 Google Pixel 10 Pro XL on us. No trade-in needed. Plus 4 lines for $25 a line.
3 different mentors. Earn your spots. Let's go. 3 different levels.
Intense, right?
Let's go.
Next Level Chef returns January 29th on Fox. Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Coca-Cola. Refresh your holidays.
Downtown Denver, decked out for the holidays. And a Happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to you and yours. Continuing the tradition started last year, the Broncos are one of 6 teams playing on Christmas Day. To celebrate the occasion, each team playing on Christmas is wearing a festive, holiday-inspired uniform patch this week, and again on Christmas Day when the Broncos visit the Chiefs. Festive on the uniforms, festive in the stands, festive in the booth, festive on the sidelines with Allison. I mean, it's festive everywhere.
And we got a call, and they want to use your sweater.
Yes.
Next year is the logo that goes on the shirt.
Yeah, I'm
And a kick.
begging for that.
The Jags offense will take over.
Other opportunity here.
And the return to the 33.
Just shy of the 35-yard line. One of the biggest keys for Jacksonville has been the career day of Parker Washington.
Yeah, and they got to be aware of him the rest of the game. This is a screenplay set up to the left. You got the blockers that are going to come down. But what Trevor Lawrence does is he sees something down at the bottom, but it's double covered. This is just courageous to make this throw. And then it's just outstanding athleticism by Parker Washington to turn that into what should have been about a 7-yard gain into a huge catch and run. And he does the same thing again to Riley Moss later on. And just a couple of big plays by Parker Washington on short catches.
Now a first down from the 33. Lawrence on the boot, dropped by Brenton Strange. Incomplete pass brings up second
Incomplete to
and
Brenton
10.
Strange.
We saw it off the last drive. Denver got that stop in the red zone, forced the 3 from Jacksonville, and immediately that confidence from the defense seemed to spark the offense a little bit for Denver. They need more of that if they're going to come back in this one.
Yeah, that's kind of that clear definition of complimentary football, capitalizing on the emotion, the confidence. Yeah, that offense comes out, hits an explosive play to Troy Franklin to really jumpstart that whole drive and get them down into the red zone. So they're going to have to duplicate this. You know, you're down to 10:34 right now, and you need at least 2 possessions. You've got to get stopped. You got to get this offense off the field.
Here's Lawrence.
And Lawrence, that's incomplete to Parker Washington.
PJ Locke in the area, but he just couldn't connect. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
They got really, really lucky because Patrick Surtain falls down. This was going to be one of the things we saw with Jacoby Myers early, right? Surtain underneath, PJ Locke over the top. Very lucky that Trevor Lawrence was off target a little bit right there, or that's another huge pass play down the field.
Lawrence knows they missed one there. And now a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 here.
Trying to spark the Denver defense. The stadium is shaking.
Lawrence.
Lawrence under pressure.
Lawrence gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Denver defense showing themselves again.
Yeah, it's so hard. I mean, you got guys just they're coming in and they're setting picks, and guys are looping around. It's so hard in there. And Trevor Lawrence sees it. He's trying to escape and try to do the best he can moving forward. But boy, I tell you, they had 3 sacks early and quick, and they haven't had any since. And that's a great job by that defensive front. Again, we talked about the ability now to create that confidence in the offense, get them back on the field. They have done this so many times this season. Come back in situations where people didn't think they had the ability to do so.
Logan Cook is punting it away. Returned by Mims.
Mims wants the sideline.
And Mims gets brought down right at the 20. Wait, no, he gets brought down at the behind that.
18-yard line.
18.
The Broncos defense. It's been the backbone of this team all year long. Coming alive in the 4th quarter. Will it be enough to spark an offense down 2 touchdowns? You got loose. Come on, we got to bring it home. Get up on side. Get ready. Here it comes. Yeah, turn him down.
Someone once said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right.
Domino's new spicy chicken bacon ranch is looking hot. Is that drizzled with? Ooh, fire. Mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99. Only at Domino's.
The most wonderful gifts are at Macy's. From the best fragrance brands to exclusives you can't find anywhere else. Find a scent for everyone on your list. Only at Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is wow? Sinex? Breathe.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor. Why would you throw that?
It's him.
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. Maybe with a burger?
Here come the lucky ones, about to be unlucky.
My anxiety.
How much can you endure? I'm Johnny Knoxville. This is Fear Factor, House of Fear. Does it feel icky?
Get me out, Johnny.
You are my friend, you are special.
You are my friend. You're special to me.
You are special.
Next Sunday, we've got a Week 17 Fox NFL doubleheader. These Jaguars continue their playoff push against Phillip Rivers and the Colts. That's followed by America's Game of the Week with a possible Super Bowl preview. Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Eagles, Bills. Next Sunday, right here on Fox. Check local listings for the games in your area. The Knicks World Order being counted on to turn heel against the Jaguars here. A 34-20 deficit, but when trailing this season, 17 passing touchdowns and a passer rating of 108.2. They got the stop they needed from the defense, but instead of field goals, now they need touchdowns.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. They got to get into that red zone. They've got to take advantage of it to make sure they're walking away with 7.
Off the play fake on first down. They'll check it to Harvey up the sideline. Harvey was
and RJ Harvey, he gets to the 45.
It's one of those things. It's so hard to get some of the younger quarterbacks in the NFL to understand this is great by Bo Nix, because it looks like it's going to be something out to the left and just come back to RJ Harvey on the right. It's a play that might get you 5-6 yards, or you might catch something with a bad coverage and get all the way down the sideline for a huge play.
Four-man pressure. Nix.
And Nix complete to Harvey. It's about 8.
Brings him down after an 8-yard gain. Hines Allen had the heat, but it's 2nd and 2.
I would love to know what somebody said to RJ Harvey at halftime. I mean, he has been phenomenal in the second half, in the run game, in the pass game. A completely different player.
2nd and 2 from the Jacksonville 42.
And Nix.
And wide.
That's incomplete to Evan Ingram.
It came off his hand a little funky. It brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2.
Now, we've seen what he does with the football in his hand, but I mean, if you're going to be that complete guy, we can leave you on the field the whole time. You also got to be able to block. Watch what he does here. Comes over. We saw it earlier. He stones the blitzer right there. That was outstanding. Rayon Lane coming in, and he just stopped him in his tracks.
Huge 3rd down here with 8:17 to go in the 4th. The day in the backfield. 3rd down and 2. Pressure up the middle. Tried to show.
And then complete. 4th and 2.
Immediately, Trayvon Walker.
I say go for it. Then run.
Yeah, don't see this very often. You have both of your big edge rushers on the same side, off to the offenses to the left. So here's Trayvon Walker inside working on Ben Powers, and then you had John Hines Allen coming on the outside, working on the left tackle out there, Garrett Bowles. So not often do I remember seeing both of those guys on that same side.
Massive play here, 4th and 2. They're 1 for 1 on 4th down today. On 4th and 2.
Nix
to the sideline.
And it's intercepted.
Jarian Jones with his 2nd pick of the year.
Wow.
He wanted Pat Bryant. Instead, he got Jarian Jones, and with 8:08
Jarian
to go,
Jones
the Broncos cough it up on
with the
down.
interception.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw, he felt like he's seen the field a lot better, but this is one-on-one, and just great defense by Jarian Jones. I mean, you can see right there, he's got his head back looking for the football as quickly as Pat Bryant did. And you can see, I mean, Bo Nix, he's seeing the whole thing out there. He's got eyes on that matchup and don't know why he turned that one loose.
And we've seen a lot of Jarian Jones out there today with Greg Newsome in and out of the lineup dinged up. And Jones delivers with the interception. From the 30-yard line, first down. ETN, a yard, if that. Jonah Ellis, DJ Jones combined on the tackles.
Brought down right there.
This is the 11th drive of the day, Moose, for Jacksonville. 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals, and 4 3-and-outs. It's either been a score or a 3-and-out today for Jacksonville.
Well, the big thing here is everything that Liam Cohen talked to us about. We've got to get a little bit better running the football. And the reason you want to do that is the situation that they're in right now. They're up 14. There's 7:30 to go in the football game. How much time can you take off that clock? Just establishing the run and imposing your will on this defense.
And Myers on the sweep with the carry, and it's closed down on the edge. Dondre Tillman with the outstanding play and the situational defense, which has been the strength of Vance Joseph's defense all year long. Look how the Jags have taken advantage of both of those areas today.
That's impressive, because we've seen Denver, earlier in the season, we watched them on film getting ready for this game, and this defense is something to watch. They're impressive. They've got a 3rd and long right now, an opportunity to get off the field with another 3 and out by this Jacksonville offense.
Time the enemy of the Broncos right now, 6:45 and counting. LaQuint Allen in the backfield. Lawrence under pressure.
And Lawrence
up the sideline, gonna tuck it. Trying for the first down.
And does he get the first down?
What an effort.
Yes.
By Trevor Lawrence to get the first down and keep this drive and the clock running for Jacksonville.
Yeah, pass rush integrity. Nick Benito is inside. John Franklin Myers is inside. That means Trevor Lawrence can get outside, and watch this effort at the end. We talked about it early in the game, right? There was a play where you got to know where the down markers are. And when you get there, you've got to go get it. Look at how Trevor Lawrence goes and gets this. That's awesome from your quarterback.
From the 42, a first down. Slide number 6 minutes to play. It's ETN.
And ETN gets about 4.
One more to the 46.
Could be 3.
Pickup of 4.
No, good
Positive
4.
yardage and the clock running, and Sean Payton knows that it's getting to be a very dangerous time for his squad.
Yeah, just staying on schedule, getting 4 downs there, running the football on first down. That gives you the opportunity to keep that playbook open here on second down. This defense is going to have to guard against
I think the Jags might have this.
Second and 6. Lawrence to throw. Backside pressure. Lawrence scrambles. And a lunging stop made by DJ Jones. Helped out on the play by Malcolm Roach. Alex Singleton had the initial pressure that forced him out of the pocket, and now another 3rd down.
Yeah, just avoiding those negative plays. And the confidence that this offense has, the confidence that Liam Cohen has as the play caller right now going into Vance Joseph's defense. It's got to be as high as it's been at any point for these guys during the course of the season, because you're going against the best. And you have done a phenomenal job all day today. 8 for 13.
That counts as a sack, the 5th of the day for the Denver defense. Play clock at 3. Lawrence. And he uses the timeout.
Timeout.
Before the flag drops. Jacksonville with 1 timeout remaining, 4:25 to play in the 4th, and hanging on to a 34-20 advantage.
I think the area where Trevor has gotten into trouble a little bit here this afternoon is getting to that line of scrimmage on time. And that was one early on that, with that hit right there, that was early in the game, and he's been able to bounce back and play awesome. That shot there to Parker Washington, just really good with his location in the red zone.
This was maybe the most important late play for Jacksonville. Gets the first down, keeps the clock moving, allows Jacksonville to continue to bleed this fourth quarter out on Denver.
Yeah, nice job. That momentum carrying him towards the out of bounds, short of that first down.
Third down, Lawrence, incomplete. Wanted ETN. Denver's defense gets the stop with 4:21 to go, and Lawrence a little slow to get up after that play.
Trying to get a little screen with Travis Etienne, just kind of dropping him out there, and Nick Benito comes in and going just all that momentum carrying forward. Kind of reaches down for that left ankle right away.
4th and 6. Lawrence comes off.
Limps to the sideline. Looking at his left ankle, 4:21 to go in the fourth. Marvin Mims Jr. awaiting the punt from Logan Cook.
Punting it away.
There was pressure up the gut. Bouncing at the 5, it'll take a Denver roll and go into the end zone for the touchback with 4:14 to play in the fourth. We've seen it before from Bo Nix, the comeback, but this is a really big hill. Not quite Pikes Peak, but close with 4:14 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, but I mean, just think of what we saw last night, you know, with Green Bay up 10 against Chicago, and you got to go do the onside kick. I mean, there's a lot of things that come into play here that don't really lean in your favor, but when you're a team that's been able to find a way as many times as this Denver Bronco team has, you've got so much confidence. And Sean Payton talked to us about that. He said his guys look at Bo Nix, and they never feel like they're out of the game. They always feel like he's going to lead them in a way to pull the game out at the very end.
Broncos offense.
League-wide, there have been 7 comeback wins of 17 points or more this season.
Nix.
To provide the 8th, and on first down,
That's incomplete to Ingram.
Of Evan Ingram. Fortunate for Denver, that didn't end up in the hands of a Jaguar in a 2nd and 10.
Now, I tell you what, a defensive line that didn't get a lot of pressure during the course of the game, now at the critical time, has done a great job of doing it.
And now 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Start this drive with a 20. Nix.
Over the middle. Ingram
complete to Ingram, but only gets like 3 yards.
Only a 3-yard gain, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, the luxury of being able to play that zone defense right here and have eyes on the quarterback and seeing that play develop in front of you. Easy for Foye Oluwakin to come in and make that hit on Evan Ingram.
3rd down and 7. Just 3 for 11 on 3rd down today. Nix over the middle, catch.
And that's complete, the first down. Cortland Sutton.
The guy to go to on 3rd down for Denver this year moves the chains. Monteric Brown still down on the turf with 3:27 to go. Fourth-year man from Arkansas. We've called his name several times today. He's been involved a lot.
You can see Monteric Brown come across the field. You have that left arm out, and you've got momentum coming at you. Oof.
Seen Greg Newsome digged up in this game. Now Brown slow to get up.
And Brown's up.
Newsome right there to greet him. He'll come back out there and replace Brown. First down and 10 at the 35. 3:27 to go in the fourth.
And Nix throws that, and that's complete to Sutton. That's in field goal territory now.
Pickup of 21 as they hustle to the line.
That's a really good job by Cortland Sutton. He knows he's going to take a big hit after he makes that catch. Good job protecting himself. We're holding on to that ball.
You weren't trying to get into a field goal.
First down and 10.
Nix.
To the side.
Complete.
Catch made by Troy Franklin.
Troy Franklin.
Touched up short of the first down. Clock running 2:45 and counting to go in the fourth. Broncos have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning.
Now wasting a little bit of time here trying to get lined up.
2nd and 3. Nix slings it.
And Nix incomplete.
Trying to fit it into little Jordan Humphrey. Clock will stop with the incompletion. Jordan Lewis now down in the secondary for Jacksonville. Brown's been dinged up. Newsom's been hurt. Now Lewis unable to get up.
Jordan Lewis.
You would expect this to be happening a little bit to Jacksonville making the trip out here at altitude. We talked to Sean Payton about it, and you know, what do you use as an advantage with the elevation and everything? And he would always say you can kind of see it in the fourth quarter, you know, when teams start to struggle a little bit. And, you know, sometimes it is the soft tissue with, you know, some of the dehydration and elevation, but it is different. It is different here. And, you know, everybody that comes into play, you know, Sean would talk about, you know, you can see it on them in the fourth quarter. It's one of those grinded out games. You know, I'll go tell my offensive lineman, hey, get ready. You know, they're really starting to struggle now, you know, with the elevation and everything that goes on during the course of a 4-quarter game, and we're seeing a lot of that from Jacksonville.
Yeah, the Cowboys did lose.
He said during a timeout last week, he pointed over at Green Bay and said, now's your time.
Yeah.
They're exhausted. Go get them. He said, you asked him, you know, what he did with Denver when he was on the other side. He said, you either get in 10 days early or you come as late as possible. 3rd and 3 for the Broncos.
Nix.
Dodging pressure, escapes to his right. And he'll just float this one.
And that's out of bounds.
And threw it away.
4th and 3, gotta go for it.
Green, but more importantly, nobody open to throw it to downfield, and it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, a good job. Again, we talked about the Broncos defense doing a great job of plastering early in this game when they were playing really good coverage. And now it's Jacksonville. I mean, that was a nice job. There was really nowhere for Bo Nix to go with that ball. The interesting thing is when he was going out of bounds, did he step out of bounds before he threw this? I thought I saw the official walk over to take a look at it, and he walked away like everything was cool.
The challenge flag via replay assist. The quarterback is ruled out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's 4th down at that spot.
Right, good pickup, Moose. He was indeed out of bounds. And Liam Cohen had thrown the challenge flag, but replay assist, as Sean Hockley told you, moves it back. A loss of 7. And now for the Broncos, it's do or die on this 4th down and long. They've got to convert to have any glimmer of hope to come back from 2 touchdowns down.
Yeah, and you know that that everybody from Jacksonville is going to find out where number 14 is in the formation.
4th and 11. 2:18 left in regulation.
He's the second guy outside on that left side.
Nix.
4th and long. Nix looking deep.
And that's incomplete.
Out of bounds. Incomplete. The Jaguars defense.
And the Jaguars are going to win this game.
With 2:12 to play in the 4th.
You know, I think the biggest part of this game, here's Cortland right here. And you know everybody knows that that's where Bo Nix wants to go. I mean, look at the coverage over there that's on him. Jarian Jones is got him underneath. You know, Greg Newsome is over the top.
The Broncos' win streak will be broken.
What Jacksonville did,
11-game win streak
Travis
will end.
Or you talk about Jacoby Myers, they had to have somebody else step up and make plays. Well, that was Parker Washington. A phenomenal day here today. And Denver, they didn't really get somebody else to step up over Cortland Sutton in those critical times for Bo Nix to feel comfortable to convert 3rd downs and to take some shots downfield. We got one down there to Troy Franklin. R.J. Harvey came out and played an outstanding second half, but they needed a couple other guys to step up at critical times with options for Bo Nix.
And who stepped up at critical times? The Jacksonville defense. Really.
And ETN gets about 1. The flag is down.
Like Walker Little may have had a piece of the jersey there. Last 4 drives for Denver was a fumble, a field goal, an interception, and a turnover on downs.
By the offense, number 7.
That's not going to get it done, Kevin.
Decline is 2nd down.
So second down, 2:07 to play in the fourth. And Allison Williams a little more on Trevor Lawrence.
Well, you see him back on the field. He has a heavy tape job on that left ankle on the outside of his shoe. He tested it out. Good to get back out there. There was no way he wasn't going back on the field. He was fired up before he headed out there, banging his guys on the shoulder pads, telling them, let's go finish this.
They're right on the cusp of that, and a real big win late for Jacksonville. They've had a few this year. This one would stand as the biggest, as Etienne bouncing off.
Etienne gets the first down.
Diving down inbounds for the first down.
And that should do it.
With a 2-minute warning, but a heads-up play nonetheless.
Here's a 2-minute warning.
He picks up 11 and essentially has the chance now to salt this away. A frustrating pre-Christmas show for the Denver Broncos, but the Jaguars.
1:59 left. Here's the 2-minute warning.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra.
Last week it was the Patriots streak broken. This week it's the Broncos streak. Yeah.
$11,700 on this Sierra 1500 model when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 20% below MSRP.
Walmart Express delivery for chat. Who bucks?
Who knew Walmart delivers that fast?
I hope your situationship likes it.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
Real cocktails, perfectly mixed. Cutwater, open the bar.
Hey, Marty, how you doing, man? I'm on a new level.
I have a purpose. And with that obligation comes sacrifice.
You think it's that simple? Yeah, I do.
Rated R. The decision to extract them is up to you.
I'm not pushing no button. We got fire!
Extracted. Season premiere January 26th on Fox.
Who's Cam Ward?
And why do we not know about him?
He invested everything he had. It's been written for me. I live by it every day.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Of course, some big wins this season. Jags beating the Texans. They went to California, beat the 49ers. Monday night in Kansas City before Kansas City fell apart. The Charger win. The Colts win in Week 14. But I don't know, Moose. For Liam Cohen and this team in this environment on the road in a game of these stakes, this feels like the biggest of those big wins. And it really feels like the moment where the Jaguars said, I know nobody's talked about us on and off most of this year, but we are for real, and we're here as a playoff contender.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it was
first and
hard
10.
for Denver to establish their credibility, and it was hard for Jacksonville, but this is a huge statement game. And this puts into question a lot of things
it's brought
that
down
Sean
right
Payton
there.
talked about this week, about the AFC West, about
ETN.
getting the number one seed in the road to Super Bowl going
Second
to a
and
Howard
8.
Field at Mile High. What happens now?
Broncos timeout.
Everything changes after this result today, and everybody better beware of this Jacksonville team.
Jacksonville with a win today and a loss by either the Texans or Colts this weekend would clinch a playoff spot. Now, Texans are clinging to a 2-point lead right now over the Raiders. Indy plays at home tomorrow night against the San Francisco 49ers. And, of course, we all know what's been going on with Colts quarterback situation, so who knows what's going to happen in that game. But it is at home in Indianapolis.
I just don't think Liam Cohen has got – this whole team has been under the radar. We talked about them being the Rodney Dangerfields of the NFL coming into this game.
ETN gets
The other
4.
And the other part of that is Liam Cohen.
No,
This
only
is
3.
year one. And what he has done with this team is
third and 5.
incredibly impressive. And everybody working in lockstep. That's the one thing you hear. But it's built on a culture
Second
of toughness.
timeout
And
from the
I love that.
Broncos, I'm
We see it
assuming.
more and more. You know, it's in San Francisco. It's here in Jacksonville. You know, it's in Philadelphia, the offensive line, the defensive lines, being able to control the line of scrimmage. It's all coming back, and it's really kind of smart, you know, from Sean McVay and the way that he does it. You think about the quarterbacks.
So one timeout remaining for the Broncos. 3rd and 5 here for the Jags.
How they mirror it and match it with the run game, and you've got to be a tough, physical team to be able to install that system.
3rd down and 5. They get a first down, they can kneel it out. Etienne will try to do it just down, but Denver
And
says
Etienne gets brought down.
Broncos will use their final timeout.
And Broncos use their final timeout here.
In the 4th.
4th and 5.
And a 14-point lead for the Jaguars. Well, as you were talking about, Bruce, the improvement's been on both sides, and it's one of those situations that Devin Lloyd had talked about us with when he
They'd have to get a touchdown and an onside kick and then another touchdown.
It was a full picture painted by Liam Cohen, and it's been the case all season long.
Yeah, and it was rebuilt by a number of people along with Liam Cohen, and that seems to be the big thing. This group is in lockstep moving forward, and that's a really cool thing, and it's tangible. You know, when we talk to people, when everybody is on the same page, you can hear it in the conversations that we have the privilege to have during the course of the week as we get ready for these games. This is one of the most connected,
so Logan Cook
groups that I think that we've
punted
visited
away.
with all season long.
Mims will receive.
Young, up-and-coming coaches in this league, and you can rattle off. Shoot, Sean McVay doesn't seem like a young and up-and-coming coach. He's certainly a young coach still, but you just go down the list.
Yes, sir.
Put Liam Cohen on that list.
Without a doubt.
The punt will pin the Broncos deep.
And that'll put them deep back there.
You mentioned defense. How about some special teams?
Back at the
Antonio
2.
Johnson there to down it inside the 5.
That's just the detail, and everybody that comes off of the Sean McVay tree, it's about detail.
Look at that smile.
Yeah, and that's awesome. He celebrates with his guys. I mean, it's exactly what you said, Kevin. You know, we've been sitting here with offense and defense the whole game, and here we are right now with 1 minute and 38 seconds left, and a last-ditch effort. What can the Broncos do? We're going to bury you at the 2-yard line and see if you can come off your own goal line. It hasn't been easy for Denver all day today.
Bo Nix, 335 yards passing.
Here we go.
From the 2. Nix wide.
Incomplete.
Of Franklin.
That was intended for Franklin.
And 10. 2 of the hottest teams in the National Football League entering play today. The Denver winning streak, 11 straight, 12 straight at home. And both of those streaks in real jeopardy here with just 1 minute 34 to go in this one. Pump and the toss to the 5-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Or that is complete to Pat Bryant. They'll go out of bounds.
122
3rd down.
And the Broncos' body language and everything else would indicate they know it's too steep at this point.
Yeah, but we talked about this a little bit during the course of the week, Kevin. This is like the Washington Commanders from last season. Kind of one of those just kind of seasons where everything goes your way, the ball bounces your way, you find a way to pull out games at the last second. You know, maybe the Denver Broncos needed to get punched in the mouth before they went into the playoffs.
To Pat Bryant.
It's going to be great to see what their response is and how they bounce back, because that's what started this whole run by Jacksonville. They blew a 19-point lead in the 4th quarter to the Houston Texans. And in last season, maybe that folds that up a little bit, and they can't bounce back from it. Not this group. Not the way that this group is being built by Liam Cohen.
Nix will throw on a run.
And that's complete.
Big stick.
To Pat Bryant. Flag is down. Was that complete? And is he all right?
Oh, my.
Oh, man. Pat Bryant.
And the rookie, Pat Bryant, being tended to by the medical staff from the Denver Broncos.
So this is going to be another one of these that at game speed looks like it should deserve that flag. But again, these officials are watching it at game speed.
There is no foul on the play.
The contact
was not to the head or neck area. It's 2nd down.
And
2nd down. 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 2
The emphasis that this league has put on this type of hit and how we've moved the target area is very impressive. And the respect that guys have for each other, because that is a big, violent hit. But you're going to see Monteric Brown come in away from that area, but you can see, I mean, he is stopping all that momentum and driving it in a different direction. But that is the type of hit that the NFL was trying to get into the game and get the helmet-to-helmet out of the game. And it's one of the things you have to be careful about, right? And I'm sure that that's why Bo Nix is reacting like that. Yep. Because this is a defense that plays eyes on the QB and sees everything developing in front of them, and he led his guy into that big hit right there. And he probably feels he's a little bit responsible for Pat Bryant being on the ground right now.
Well, we were talking with Trevor Lawrence about this very thing in relation to Jacoby Myers and the trust that's developed between
This is
those
not
two.
good.
He trusts me.
He's still on the ground.
I trust him to be in the right spot, and that's the thing any quarterback will tell you.
Man, that was a hard hit.
Goes both ways with these guys.
Fuck.
Incomplete pass as well to add the insult to the injury. So while Pat Bryant is being tended to by the medical training staff as they've called for the cart, we're going to step away in Denver. 31 seconds to play in the fourth.
Let's go! One play at a time. Let's come out of here with a win. It's caught by Metcalf. Foot race. One man to beat. Touchdown. Let's see what happens. Go. What a game.
So what's it like being part win?
I find that people here demanding,
Our new doctor. Start doctoring.
too chatty,
Doug B.
irrational.
Do you like it here?
That's not what I said.
Best Medicine series premiere January 6th on Fox.
This brain is 4% larger than average from watching FS1's daily shows, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision-making. Colin Cowherd. First things first. And Barstool. Weekdays on FS1. No brainer.
Let's go! One play at a time. Let's come out of here with a win. It's caught by Metcalf. Foot race. One man to beat. Touchdown. Let's see what happens. Go. What a game.
So what's it like being part win?
I find that people here demanding,
Our new doctor. Start doctoring.
too chatty,
Doug B.
irrational.
Do you like it here?
That's not what I said.
Best Medicine series premiere January 6th on Fox.
This brain is 4% larger than average from watching FS1's daily shows, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision-making. Colin Cowherd. First things first. And Barstool. Weekdays on FS1. No
So
brainer.
Pat Bryant, the injured player, he's still down on the ground. That's not
The
good.
hope, as is always in these situations, that this is a precautionary approach that is being taken after the injury to Pat Bryant. The card is out. He has been taken care of immediately by the athletic training staff. Bo Nix has been visibly upset.
What's the double
while
strain?
we were away by what has happened to his young wide receiver. And you just hate to see the end of a game like this with an injury to a young man like Pat Bryant. Putting him on the card now. And his entire team, Jaguars players, everybody over to wish this young man well, and we certainly add our wishes to that in this scenario as well.
That's scary, man.
Always tough to see it. Pat Bryant off the field to the locker room. Hopefully good news coming after they get him inside and
I'm not, Jaden.
have the chance to evaluate further.
I'll be watching it, but I'm not going to be streaming it.
Pass is incomplete, so it's second down and 10 back at the 17-yard line. You're 31 seconds to go, down 2 touchdowns. You have no timeouts left.
No, Bo Nix has got to go back and get into that huddle, and you know he saw the impact on him, and we've been watching him since that play ended, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
While that happened, the Texans beat the Raiders. Jacksonville cannot clinch a playoff spot today. They'll wait to see what happens with the Colts tomorrow. This is Tyler Day out of the backfield, and I think the Broncos are going to be content to just let this one run out and regroup on a short week for Christmas.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars will win this game. It'll be a 34-20 win. The Jacksonville Jaguars come into Denver, Colorado, into hostile territory. You know, this Broncos crowd is loud.
To end what was
and they get the win.
Important and impactful game here in Denver. For Daryl Johnston, Allison Williamson, our entire crew, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We send it to Los Angeles after a quick timeout on Fox.
What do you say when a Jewish boy is kicked on a New York City sidewalk? What do you say when a Holocaust survivor is firebombed on the streets of Colorado? What do you say when 1 in 3 Jewish Americans were victims of hate last year? When there are no words, there's still a symbol to show you care. Share the blue square and stand up to Jewish hate.
Get a large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on a cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word?
It's crunch-tastic.
You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
All right, so for the losing Denver Broncos, Bo Nix was 28 for 47 with 353 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. For rushing, R.J. Harvey had 50 yards on 7 carries. Jaleel McLaughlin had 37 yards on 5. Bo Nix had 11 on 4. And Marvin Mims had 3 on 1. For Denver receiving, Cortland Sutton had 86 on 6. R.J. Harvey had 71 on 4. Troy Franklin had 66 on 4. Pat Bryant had 42 on 5. Evan Ingram had 36 on 2. Marvin Mims had 26 on 3. Adam Troutman had 14 on 2. Lil Jordan Humphrey had 9 on 1. Tyler Beatty had 3 on 1. And Nate Adkins had 0 on 0 with 1 target. For the victorious Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence was 23 for 36 with 279 yards and 3 touchdowns. For rushing, Travis Etienne was 50 for 16, or 16 carries for 50 yards. Trevor Lawrence had 6 carries and 20 yards. LaQuint Allen Jr. had 10 on 4. Jacoby Myers had 1 on 1. For Jacksonville receiving, Parker Washington had 145 yards on 6 receptions. Jacoby Myers had 45 on 4. Brenton Strange had 39 on 5. Brian Thomas Jr. had 18 on 2. Travis Etienne Jr. had 16 on 4. Tim Patrick had 11 on 5. And Quentin Morris had 5 on 1.
Indicate they're a good team, but today was a way for Trevor Lawrence to show that, hey, he's ready for the big time. This defense played extremely well, and they were going against one of the best defenses in the league and put up 34 points. So, I mean, this was a statement win, like I said, for Denver, and also they get Indy and they have Tennessee. I think they can run the table on the way throughout the rest of the season.
Yes, Trevor Lawrence been a mediocre quarterback over the last 2 years. Now he definitely took it, over the hill. He has 10 touchdown passes in the last 2 games, which sets a franchise record of most touchdown passes over that span. And he has 4 games without a turnover, and that's the longest in his career without going with a turnover as well. It's Trevor Lawrence who's elevating the Jacksonville Jaguars to a whole nother level. It's making the guys around him play better. It's making the defense play better. And he dissected one of the best defenses in the league. And there's a guy on the Jacksonville Jaguars that I believe took the offensive game for the Jaguars to the next level, and that's Jacoby Myers. That was a great trade that they made from the Las Vegas Raiders this year, and he has reliable hands big time.
Been a difference maker for them, so the Jaguars get the win. Houston did win, so they keep pace just a game back. We'll get you all set for everything for Week 17 when we see you again next Sunday. In the meantime, enjoy your holiday, folks. Thank you for spending
Happy holidays
with us. Take care, everybody.
Alrighty, y'all. It was a fun time today, fun stream. I enjoyed it. Fun game. I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.